Lines for November 25th, 2025, the 309th day of the Sex Offender Administration. A federal judge dismissed the criminal indictments against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James after finding the prosecutor who brought the cases was not lawfully appointed. Judge Cameron Curry found that Ms. Halligan had no lawful authority to present the indictment and insufficient intellect to comprehend it. A 65-year-old Thai woman, Chuntharat Sakulku, was discovered alive in her coffin just as cremation rituals were about to begin at a temple in Nonthaburi on the outskirts of Bangkok. The workers opened the coffin and found the woman breathing and lightly tapping on the wooden interior. Chuntharat Sakulku was almost burned alive. Knock on wood. Billionaire Senator Jim Justice, Republican from West Virginia, is facing a $5 million lawsuit from the federal government over alleged unpaid taxes from more than 15 years ago. Senator Justice has to decide if it's worth $5 million to suck Trump off to get the IRS off his back. Former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, already convicted of plotting a coup and sentenced to 27 years in prison, was taken into preventive custody after Brazil's Supreme Court said Bolsonaro had tried to tamper with his ankle monitor and was a flight risk. It appears that Bolsonaro was fleeing to the U.S. seeking Trump's protection. Wait, I thought Trump was deporting criminals, not importing them. This has been the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll with headlines and punchlines for November 25th, 2025, the 309th day of the Sex Offender Administration. Join me live at the Church of Last Resort Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on MindDog TV.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact. Independent fact-checking and corrections are encouraged.
Can we get a cup of coffee in here, please?
I can't even find my right background. I gotta get rid of this stuff. I don't know. I added the turkey background. I just don't have time right now. I should have never hit that button. Turkey background.
Damn good coffee and hot.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Yeah. Oh, what happened? I didn't know.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy.
No, we don't.
It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
That's not happening either. Menial Harpy 21. Would you like many viewers? Nah. Why would we ruin it now? We've gone along with, you know what? Bah humbug. Good morning, folks. It is Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. Sounds like the Rev might be coming down with a little man flu himself. I'm still a little, I would have thought by now I'd be 100%. I haven't, you see that? Are you seeing flickering? I think we have a flicker going on. Flea flicker. The lights aren't flickering, but somehow flickering over there. We're not on Rumble right now. Are we? Are we on Rumble? No. We're not on Rumble right now. But they're not down. They're just in a please wait mode. I don't know what that means. Anyway, yeah, no guests today. We're probably going to have a short one today. I'm getting, I don't know, all of a sudden there's like people call me for gigs. Can you do 3 gigs today? Today? It would have been nice to have some notice about this stuff starting early today. So probably going to be a short one today. And maybe, I bet you GD and the Rev have been making out. I bet you we're going to hear GD's got a little of the same that the Rev's got going on. Now, I'm not wishing sickness on anybody. I'm just saying, I bet you they're making out. Because I don't know if you know this about them. They are, I don't know what's going on with the flickering. You seeing the flickering? I'm not seeing it over there. I'm seeing it over here. Maybe my monitor's flickering. I don't know if you can hear it, but I have tree guys out there chopping down trees and whatever. So anyway, yeah, I've been trying to tell you about this new sponsor we have, Cardiff Funding, and they're just not sending good. I mean, you don't care, right? You don't care as long as they give you $250,000 in a day. Like you just go there and say, "Give me $250,000," and they say, "Sure." Then you don't care that they're not sending me good stuff. But here's a graphic that they're sending me. And
Get a business loan with Cardiff today. We guide you through every step, ensuring you understand how to make the most of your funds. Discover why Cardiff is America's top choice for small business loans. We offer hassle-free application apply for a small business loan with minimal hassle. Our process is designed for your convenience. Flexible terms. Cardiff's term. Business loans offer the flexibility your business needs to thrive. Best rates, experience. Industry-leading experience and rates with Cardiff's small business loans. Transparent process. We believe in a straightforward approach. From application to approval, we'll keep you informed at every step. Our business loan rates start at 5.99%, ensuring you have a clear understanding of the costs involved.
Custom art by Matt, by the
With
way.
nearly 20 years of experience, we have a proven track record, serving small businesses for nearly 2 decades. Count on our expertise, reliability, and personalized service to support your business goals. Cardiff can fund same day for applications approved by 5 p.m. Eastern Time on bank business days.
So
Click the link in the description to get cold hard cash for your business.
I didn't know that.
Fast.
All right, remove that lady. They got to give me better stuff. First of all, I need a commercial that covers the whole screen so I can change backgrounds and get ready to bring GD in. So that's not gonna. It's just not doing it. But in the meanwhile, go if you got a small business and you need money. Go to Cardiff, fill out an application today. If you get approved, I'll give you a little kickback. Between you and me, we'll just kind of under the table kind of thing on your payment. I'm not supposed to. That's illegal, by the way. What I just did and what I just said there. So disregard that. Me and Mark Kelly might be spending time in a cellmate somewhere, right? Federal prison. Well, him for treason, me just for like bank fraud or something, whatever I just said. So just never mind. Daily High Club also has some big things going on that I should have read the email about, but I didn't. So I'm gonna play that so I can change the background and bring GD in. So use the promo code MindDog when you go to Daily High Club. The link's in the description.
With humble East Coast beginnings in 2015, Daily High Club is the premier destination for glass water pipes, vaporizers, and consumption accessories. If you're looking to elevate your smoking game to the next level, you're in the right place. With over 1 million top-quality smoking products sold, and with a growing base of over 10,000 monthly subscribers worldwide, we deliver the ultimate smoking experience. But Daily High Club is not just a retailer, we're lovers of the smoking scene ourselves, working with giants like Tommy Chong, Snoop Dogg, Chanel West Coast, and more. Ready to join the Daily High Club? Let our experts curate your collection with our awesome El Primo monthly subscription box, or grab one of our fun and unique pieces from our smoke shop. Click the link in the description below this video to get this party started now.
Ladies and gentlemen, a man who has been making out with the Rev all morning, GD Fenderson. Good morning, GD.
Good morning, America. MindDogTV.com. Order your 2026 Mind Dog quote for the day calendar. Today's quote for the day is, never ask your partner which of your family or friends they would fuck, because their answer might be, again?
Again?
Go to MindDogTV.com/merch and make more investments, for the kids.
For the kids.
Support your local merch nerds and enjoy the suffering.
I want to get a for the kids, a thing, a toy, a Hudsucker, your proxy. I don't know why. StreamYard offered me these Thanksgiving things, and I downloaded them, and now I got to delete them because they're just annoying. They got, I don't know, turkey badge down there you can't see, turkey badge there. Oh, you can see that one. Are you excited about? I had a girlfriend who used to.
Really?
Yeah,
one
long time ago.
All these stories are about this one girl.
yeah, but she would start planning Thanksgiving dinner like July 4th. I mean, she got excited about the idea of Thanksgiving dinner.
Was she growing her own turkey, and that's why she had to be so prepared?
You know what it was? She got really skinny for me because she got really skinny by doing too much cocaine. That was her diet plan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of that one. Yeah.
But inside her was a fat girl wanting to just blossom, and she wanted to eat. She wanted to eat. So Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners were like the highlight of the year for her. This is why it didn't work out, because she was staying artificially thin for me, because somebody along the line said Matt can't handle fat girls or something. And so she was forcing it. She was like starving herself and looking forward to Thanksgiving dinner. And then Thanksgiving dinner came, and it was just like, whoa, she's going to hog up. I'm out of here. And that's why I'm alone. No.
Oh, okay. Did you really have a thing that you didn't want a plus size girl?
Yeah. I had some in my early years, and I like fat girls. I mean, I don't know. What can I say? I'm not. I like to look at thin women. I mean, fat women can fuck sometimes. They can fuck nice, and and they'll take care of you in bed. But it's just, I don't know. I need something to look at. I can't like, oh, what's that? I can't fit through the door. Nah, I'm sorry. That's a little exaggerated. But no, yes, no, yes,
no, yes,
no, yes. I didn't. I don't know. I don't love fat women. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna get fucking hate mail. Oh, you fattest. I'm a fattest. I'm sorry.
And in California.
I thought you missed Sunshine. She's away. Probably.
Yes.
My guess.
She didn't say where she was going, just that they wouldn't have internet where she was. So I'm assuming that she's at Stephen Ortiz's house, because I don't think he has internet at his place either.
Wherever her parents live, I'm thinking. This is Thanksgiving. This is people go to the parents' house, right? Or they go to. So
is she in Alaska?
I don't know. Why Alaska doesn't have internet?
No, I thought I read her reference something about the lower 48, and most people don't refer to the lower 48 unless they live in the upper one.
Well, no. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, you're right. Or Canada.
Nah, even Canada doesn't call us the lower 48. They call us the annoying downstairs neighbor.
They call it the crack attic, crack basement.
They call us build that goddamn wall, neighbors.
Yeah. So the Rev sounded a little, but he.
That's because he does most of his recordings like around 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, I gotta be quiet. I don't want to wake anybody up. But then, yeah, I gotta.
So it's like 2:00 in the morning, mainly because I try to wait to the last minute to find out what the latest news is going to be before I write it up for him. And then once I write it up, I wake him up and I say, I need you to come in and read this.
So according to Apple, the latest news, political news, I'm sorry, folks, you're going to run away already. But it's kind of funny that Trump is now pushing for a 2-year extension on the ACA, and all the he put all these congressmen and senators out there saying Obamacare is the worst fucking thing ever, and now his plan is we need 2 years to figure something out. Let's just extend the credits on the ACA, which makes them all look like what?
Yeah. See, they don't understand. Trump really has no fucking loyalties. They haven't gotten that yet, and I don't know why they haven't learned. It's politicians are supposed to be, and I'm separating this from civil servants, because you can run for office and be a civil servant, but politicians are supposed to be able to think on their feet and not get trapped into these things so that they can pivot at any time. That's the whole purpose of a politician, is to be able to pivot. They paint themselves in these corners with Trump, and they have no room to pivot. But Trump doesn't give a shit about pivoting. He just changes his fucking tune.
Yeah.
And then pretends like he never said the other thing, and you never heard it.
You say pivot, I say flip flop. Totally. I mean, pivot means like they just totally, like Lindsey Graham, like he went from Trump is the devil to Trump's a good guy. Joe Biden's a good guy to Joe Biden's the devil. He totally flip flops on both of them. So I mean, pivot, yeah, but more of a flip flop. Complete change. But I don't know how they justify saying something was the end of the world. And like they did what had to do with Mamdani. He's the worst guy in the world. Oh, Trump says he's not so bad now. No, but we've been calling him the devil. We've been calling him Satan for months. Now what are we supposed to do with that? Last night I watched a 9-month-old CNN interview with Neil deGrasse Tyson, your best buddy. Which, by the way, he still hasn't answered my email. This is insulting. Don't you think this is insulting that he would go on that? I am a cyborg.
I don't even have words for that. I don't have words for that. That is.
So I sent him another one telling him that he's disappointed you. I said my co-host used to think the world of you, and now because you went on that cyborg guy, he lost some respect for you, and your way to redeem yourself would be to come on our program. And
now he's never going to come, because he doesn't go to that kind of. He doesn't respond to that kind of pressure. He's too full of himself.
Oh,
he is. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, because if I had achieved the kind of stuff that he had achieved under the same or similar circumstances, I'd probably be full of myself as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm half full and I haven't accomplished anything. And I'm half full of myself, and I've done fucking nothing in 66 years.
Well, the question was about, first of all, it started with Musk calling him, not him, Musk calling the astronauts that SpaceX went and got from the space station. He called them retards for denying that they were ever stranded. They weren't stranded. There were other options. Musk just happened to be a convenient option, and the option they went with, that SpaceX, to bring them back home. But
they could have walked home.
There were other options. I mean, other private space agencies and stuff like that, or NASA could have. They had enough food. They were on the space station, and they had enough food to last them. They weren't, they weren't in dire straits because Mark Knopfler he's not auditioning new people. But then it transitioned to DEI stuff, and he made such a good case for inclusion and that kind of stuff. Because the white supremacists, the Charlie Kirks of the world, who are no longer with it, would say that you're stealing a white person's job. And Neil deGrasse Tyson framed it in a way that, no, you're just opening up the talent pool, just considering people, because the idea that the white people who feel like they're being replaced, they're just going out and saying, hey, you want a job? You're black, you're Hispanic, you're homo, whatever. You want a job? It doesn't matter if you're qualified, you can have the job. When that's not the case, they're just saying, consider people who are qualified for the same job, consider them too, and open up the talent pool. Now you have more people to choose from who are qualified, who went to school and got the training and whatever. but making that case, so I got a little bit of that. I want to play the video for it and just get your take on it. It's 7 minutes long. I'm not going to play the whole thing.
Oh, is that Erin Burnett? Erin
Burnett, yeah.
Yeah.
She's not bad. I mean, she could have been a Fox Bunny, but she ended up on CNN being I think she's
before she was on CNN, she was MSNBC.
Oh, I did not know that. It seems she's a center because the people on CNN just think she's a conservative. She's not a conservative, but she's not. I think she's center. Moderate. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a listen to this. Oh, I gotta hit the play button, don't I?
NASA versus Elon Musk. So NASA's top officials firing back at Musk. One former senior NASA official just moments ago told CNN that they never received an offer from Musk's SpaceX to bring home the 2 U.S. astronauts stuck in space. They never got that offer. Now, why were they saying that? Well, because they were responding to Musk's claims that the 2 astronauts had been left in space for, quote, political reasons. The astronauts themselves, they're up there, and they had to deny this.
We don't feel abandoned. We don't feel stuck. We don't feel stranded.
I mean, they are on the International Space Station having to respond to this. I mean, it's just some moments in all this where you go, this is really insane. Multiple astronauts going after Musk after these claims, including Andreas Morgensen, who called Musk's claim a lie on X. Musk responded, and I'm going to just quote what Musk said. He called this astronaut, quote, fully retarded and an idiot.
All right.
So on that,
he didn't say a mother's a skank whore.
Bring in astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, the author of the new book Merlin's Tour of the Universe: Traveler's Guide to Blue Moons, Black Holes, Mars, Stars, and Everything Far. It is a prominent.
See, maybe I should just approach him about let's hump your book a little bit,
just in case.
Travel, you know, when I was organizing, that's what I did. Okay, this topic that Musk says that this was, you know, political, that Biden wouldn't bring them down. They have to be, these astronauts denying it on the space station. NASA denies it. An astronaut says it's not true, and Musk, you know, uses those horrible words to respond to the person. I mean, what is your response to all of this?
Well, let's go to the beginning of it all. The 2 astronauts were never stranded in any normal way we would use that term. And they were joining a half a dozen other astronauts on the International Space Station. There's plenty of food. Maybe they didn't bring enough changes of underwear. I don't know.
I don't think,
but that would be like the worst case scenario.
They shit in the suit anyway, don't they?
Astronauts. And I don't.
Actually, they have a vacuum pooper.
This is the longest time they spent in 0G in their astronaut career, but it's a while, and so they have to adjust to that. But they're professionals, so they're not stranded. Second, what a luxury it is to have a conversation about he said, she said, and who said what, when, I mean, think about it. We have options to bring them back from space. One of them is SpaceX.
Right.
And that's evidence to me that we are living in the future, that no one is worried about whether there exists a ship to bring them back. The Starliner,
Apollo 11,
Boeing, that has some risk factors.
Those people
NASA
were
was not going to take that risk. So you push that aside. Who's up next? There's SpaceX. I'm good with that. And the rest of this is just distraction.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is unfortunate. I say, you know, you read it and you think about people reading it and people
get to
using
the
such
DEI
words.
part. How do I fast forward here?
Especially people who have achieved so much and you run SpaceX, you have all of the things that someone has to speak like that. At best, it's deeply unfortunate.
Either show your tits or get
let me
forward.
ask you, Neil, also, the other context here is these asteroids, right? So then the city killer asteroid, I guess it's called.
Well, yeah, meanwhile, there's like asteroids bearing down on Earth.
So
maybe
so
somebody should downplaying. There's better evidence available.
Come on, move.
Earth is basically no longer at risk.
All right.
So, by the way, that circle.
All right, come on.
It's a Neil Stephenson book I enjoyed. Where you break up the moon and the pieces start coming.
Yeah. Come on.
Thing, and there's only
I don't think it wasn't
ability,
MSNBC. She was on CNBC, I think.
To
Financial
see them
News Network. She was like
within the time frame that one could do anything about it.
Yes, that's a perfectly stated concern. And so we have some telescopes coming online very shortly that specialize in the discovery of very dim asteroids.
All right, forget the asteroids. I want to get to DEI.
Just a couple of years ago, successfully altered the path of an asteroid. This was not known whether that would work, because the structural integrity of asteroids is not well.
All right.
So the
asteroid.
more of these kinds of missions that we launch,
these executive orders, the DEI orders that are now,
thank you.
You know, at first, I think people felt maybe in some of the government agencies, okay, it's just rhetoric. Call it whatever you want to call it, continue with it. It now appears that that's not the case, right? This is not rhetoric, this is reality. Look at NASA, for example, the web pages that would talk about the diversity of the space program. Just to say, look at how diverse our program is. This is something that we are proud of. Look at the 404 warning you get now. It's gone. Programs promoting diversity and inclusion, even, Black History Month, or Black astronauts, women astronauts, minority astronauts, just things, again, that the space program that NASA was proud of appear at this point to have been shut down. You sit here as a Black astrophysicist. What's your, how are you processing this?
Yeah, so when I grew up, people said, oh, did you want to be an astronaut when you were a kid? I'm old enough to have lived through the 60s, the moon landing and the rest. And I said no, because it was clear they were not interested in me by who they were sending into space.
You saw the lack of color
as a child.
Yes.
We all did.
And but it was more than that. Everyone was wearing like crew cuts at a time when the Broadway musical Hair was number one.
Right.
So there was some mismatches between who we were sending in space and what culture was doing. I still valued that we were going into space, but I didn't feel like I was a part of that. And with DEI, so I always viewed that as a way to encourage agencies to look in places you hadn't looked before for talent that you've been missing. And so if we're going to stop that, and you think every person who's the right who's correct for a job is white male, that's I don't know what that means. And to fire a 4-star Air Force general with an advanced degree in aerospace engineering, replace him with someone who is who's not a general, a 3-star general. We would be the first 3-star general as head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff ever. That seems like a different form of DEI. It's like you're favoring someone else who's not even qualified.
All right, Neil. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, that's he didn't get to the point where you just where I wanted him to get to, which was just expanding the talent pool. But let me see here. Come back here. How do I remove that? Remove it.
Okay, I was about to do it. I was just going to reach up and grab it.
Oh, nice. So anyway, yeah, I start thinking about, like, I know the athletics is not the same as like flying an airplane or being an astronaut or being a brain surgeon or whatever. But the fact that, look at Major League Baseball before Jackie Robinson and after Jackie Robinson, the level of play is so much better, not just because they allowed black players in, but because they expanded the pool from which they could draw talent. And it's pretty much the same thing. It's with astrophysics. You're just looking at a bigger audience. If you're only saying white people, only white men can apply, you're limiting your talent pool completely. And so these people who are saying merit-based, this is merit-based. They're not just taking, they're not going out on the street and saying, oh, you're black, you want to be an astronaut? They
don't, Matt, they don't care about the talent pool. Those people that are anti-DEI, they can see the evidence before them. Okay, they know what the world would be like if sports was segregated. They know what the offices will be like and businesses would be like if they didn't have a bigger talent pool. It's not about talent. It's about comfort. It's about comfort. It's about being comfortable with people whose skin is like the skin that they're in. That's it. They don't give a shit about talent. They just care about the little fucking feelings.
Absolutely. And you don't get any. She brought up the perfect example of that. They have accomplished people of color and women and homosexuals and whatever on the website. They pulled them down because they don't want the world to know that they even existed. These are people who were competent, doing their job, had some great accomplishments. Pull them down. We're only going to show white people, white men.
It's like the hate mail that you showed me the other night that you got about all the white people that I replaced from this show.
Yeah.
You know, there's like, you know, the 2 women and 4 guys, like all these well-deserved white people that I replaced. Yes, that was one of them. Yeah, all the hate mail that you get because, you know, I took their jobs.
Yeah.
You know, and they could have worked with me. They didn't want to work with me. I didn't come in and say I want to take their jobs. I was like, Matt, I'll help in any way I can, you know. And they was like, I ain't working with the nigger, and they left. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah,
you didn't kick them off. I didn't take the jobs. They was just like, I ain't working with the nigger, and left.
Right. Yeah. And I keep coming back to that with the people who are just trying to whitewash Charlie Kirk's statements. It's always people think, "Oh, you're celebrating a murder." No. But the idea that he was not a white supremacist when he clearly said, if you're considered because of DEI, then you stole a white person's job. You don't get more white supremacist than that statement. And there's no context in which that is not a white supremacist. You're stealing a white person's job. That presumes that the job goes to white people unless there's some kind of cheating going on. Like if somebody a white guy. So if you're a woman, you only got the job because of DEI. If you're black or Hispanic, you only got the job because of DEI. If you're homosexual or trans or whatever, you only got the job because of, you had to cheat because it was supposed to go to a white guy. You don't get any more white supremacists, male supremacists. What did they say again, GD?
I work with the nigger. And that's kind of sad because I thought Stephen Ortiz and Ron were my friends. You know, actually, Ron and I are friends. And I saw him last night, and I just happened to say, I said, Ron, you know, because we were doing the open mic, the Mr. Tongue open mic every Monday night in Harrisburg, at the HMAC, and now I was talking to Ron. So, you know, we don't do shows anymore, and he goes, well, because I ain't working with the nigger, just like that.
Wow.
You know? Yeah, to my face. And then he goes,
did he say it with a hard R? That's right. That's what he likes.
That's the only R he has.
I know.
That's the only kind of R he has. And his wife is Hispanic. You think he'd roll it once in a while. Yeah. You know? It'd be like, you think he'd go like, I ain't working with the nigger. You know? But he doesn't even roll it. You know, his wife is Mexican and he doesn't even know how to roll his R. It's just hard R. You know?
I want to share this because I got an ad for something that they say will save lives. If people are choking, you use this device and it's going to save their life. Let me see, how do I share this dopey screen? Share screen, right? Window. Here it is. Let me pull this into the blah, blah, blah. I got too many buttons here. That looks to me like, wait, you just pulled that out of the toilet. Now you're going to use it on my chest while I'm having a fun. What's going on here? I don't know. I don't think.
This is choking rescue device. What's that? So that's for your mouth, not your chest.
Oh,
that goes over your mouth and nose.
Oh no, it's not.
So I think it's supposed to suck air. Yeah, that's what that looks like to me. Like it's supposed to suck or push.
I could see a lot of people saying, "No, get that shit out of here. I'll die. Yeah, let me die of a heart attack. Don't fucking."
They're like, what's that smell? Oh, you can smell it. Then you know. Or now, see, here's the thing: if you can talk, you're not choking. Or you know, if you can talk, you're okay. So if they're going to put that over your mouth, you go like, "What the fuck is that?" Oh, you're okay.
Oh yeah.
If they put it over your mouth and you don't complain about it smelling like a toilet, then they know you're in serious trouble, and then they continue to work.
Either that, or I've been using the anti-choking device all wrong. I've been using it on my toilet. I guess I thought my toilet was choking.
Well, it wasn't breathing, so it was choking.
Yeah. So Mark Kelly is gonna because the Comey thing was a failure. The Letitia James thing was a failure. This is military, but it's going to end up being tossed out even by a military judge, isn't it? It's just, you can also stick it on a flat surface to use it too.
Because at one end looks kind of phallic-y.
Oh, no, I would never. You know me, I would never.
No, but it'd make a great gift for someone who would.
All right. So those cases got tossed yesterday, but the Mark
yeah,
Kelly
but
thing,
with prejudice, I think, right?
what does exactly that mean? That means they can retry.
They can retry it. Now
They
the
got to go
problem
back to a grand jury or something.
well, the problem with the Comey one is that Comey's technically his has already reached the statute of limitations, which is why they were in such a rush. They had like 1 or 2 days left on the statute of limitations. Now I think the judge is saying that they could put a pause on that for like 6 months if they want to appeal. I don't think that's. I'm not an attorney.
Doesn't
It
sound
just doesn't
lawful.
seem right that if they fuck up, because statute of limitations is for the people, it's so that they can't just dig into your past forever and ever.
Yeah, it sounds like double jeoprody. It definitely give them another bite at the apple.
Right, and the defense fucked up. The prosecution fucked up, not the defense. So I don't see how. Now they may try to go after him for something else. I don't know. We'll have to see, but the Halligan is out. Halligan they can't use Halligan and the district court in Virginia. They get to pick unless Trump can get somebody past the Senate, then the people in the district court they'll get to decide. And if the judges down there are picking who's going to do it, they're going to pick somebody more like a real judge and a real prosecutor, not a lackey. Which means, if you think about it, all the professional prosecutors, none of them would touch this before.
That's what I was going to say. She was given the case because she was the only one stupid enough to accept it.
Right.
Yeah.
And how many? This is I don't understand. You work your fucking life to be an attorney. A good one, bad one, doesn't matter. I'm not. As a general rule of thumb, I don't like attorneys anyway. I see them as a necessary evil, but I'm not a big fan of attorneys. I think a lot of the problems we have on this planet can be traced directly back to attorneys, but that's just me.
Wow.
And white people and attorneys and white attorneys.
White attorneys?
Yeah, but the fact that you spend all this time going to school and all this fucking money going to school, getting a degree, passing the bar, studying, and sometimes fucking your way to the top.
That's what I was just gonna say. I mean, you're assuming she was working hard. I mean, working hard. She could have been just blowing professors. Give me an A.
Give me an A. A. So, but
yes.
It's like give me an A.
I want an A, not an O.
So you go through all of this trouble, and then they said, well, we want you to throw it all away for somebody who doesn't give a fucking shit about you. Forget the ethics, forget the oaths you took, forget all that shit. It's going to be, you won't be hireable by anybody because the judge could put her up. Well, first of all, the judge could make it so that she never works another federal case ever again. She could just put them up on, I think it's censure them or sanction whatever.
To be fair,
and recommend them to the state bars.
I think nobody would want. She's already at the point where nobody's going to want to put her in charge of a federal case again. I don't think that needs to be done. I think she's kind of fucked herself over. And you know what?
Yeah, but she's also risking her state bar license.
Right. Well, this is what you get. I mean, when you go try to be a headliner when you've been in comedy for a week, that's what you get. And when you try to be a lead attorney in such a high profile, in 2 high profile cases, when you haven't never prosecuted a case in your life, that's what you get. You gotta start at the bottom and work the way up. And this is what happens when people go straight to the spotlight without any fucking experience or training.
I agree. If you're doing comedy, you shouldn't get your first headlining gig until at least 6 months in.
At least 6 minutes in. But they've already vowed to appeal the dismissals. I didn't know you could appeal a dismissal. That's a weird thing. Like a case dismissed. Oh no, we want to appeal it. No appeals. I thought and I'm wrong, but I always thought that appeals were for the people who were wrongly convicted to try one more shot, to not for the prosecutors to get one more shot.
No, yeah, no. Any depending on the circumstances, either side can appeal.
Yeah,
or, and then, now whether or not they have grounds to appeal, that's for the judge to decide. But yeah, I think anybody can try to appeal. I mean, you could actually go through the whole process, have a jury verdict, and then go, I want to appeal.
Right. While we're on the law segment of the program, this law segment of the program is brought to you by, we don't really have a sponsor for it. Fuck that. This isn't law. Why am I even saying law? John Fugelsang, who said he was going to be on the program, he wrote to me and said, "Sure, I'd love to join you. What time and when and where?" And I told him it was a morning live. I said we would make an exception and pre-tape it for him. That's how much I want to have him on the program. He hasn't gotten back to me since then. I'm just seeing on this is the third time I've seen him characterized this way. It says progressive pastor takes down Andrew Wilson live on Piers Morgan Uncensored. Is he a pastor?
I don't know if he's a pastor or if he just, or maybe a former pastor, or maybe they're just, because he does have a lot of biblical knowledge.
He knows the Bible better than anybody I've ever heard talk about the Bible. Like, the minute somebody brings up scripture, anything, like, it's a pretty fucking big book,
Yeah, it depends. You can also get the pocket version.
But still, to be able to call out, oh, I know that's from, like, wow, that's a memory for you, because you could go to any book I've ever read, and I can't tell you, oh, well, that's in chapter.
Even my favorite books, I have this one book called The Secret Teachings of the Ages. I love that book. And it's not just because the guy who wrote it was his first book, and he was like 28 years old when he wrote it. I'm fucking impressed. But it's one of my favorite books. I mean, I've got highlights in it, bookmarks, dog ears, notes, pages and pages and pages of notes. And I couldn't quote any fucking thing out of that book.
Right.
And it's my favorite book.
What is my favorite book?
It's I even like that book better than the one I helped the Reverend write. Even a broken God is right twice a day.
Oh, I thought you wrote that.
No, I wrote that with him. But he didn't give me any fucking credit. His name is the only name on the book.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, he and I, sometimes he's a fucking pain in the ass.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't want to start any trouble.
Oh, you're not starting trouble. He knows it. He and I both know that sometimes we just don't see eye to eye. He takes credit for shit I've done, constantly, and I'm at the point where I want recognition for some of the things, just the good stuff he's done. The bad stuff he's done, I don't want any part of. But the good stuff, yeah, I want some credit.
Coming back to the law segment, which I wanted to talk about before the Fugel.
Oh yeah, we gotta boost that on Pod Snatch. Yeah, right. We gotta boost our legal bonus.
Other than playing second baseman for the New York Mets, do you know who Davey 504 is?
Oh yeah. Isn't that the guy? That's the alias for Davy Jones. That's Davy Jones's.
No, David 504 is some European guy. He's a bass player, very good bass player. He gets into mock insult wars with Danny Sapko and this Charles, bass players, and they act like they're angry at each other and they're cursing each other out and they're gonna sue them, and they never do. It's all fucking tongue in cheek just to get more clicks and stuff. But he has filed a lawsuit against the AI industry, which is how do you fucking sue an entire industry? And it basically is saying that the AI engines, the rendering engines, are going out and finding riffs that he played and using those within songs. It's like, how do you prove that? And if he does that, this is where it gets, because they're not saying, oh, just go get Davey 504. They're taking bits of bass sounds and bass riffs from everywhere in the planet. If he was ever successful in this, it would be a class action lawsuit, and it would come down to less than a penny for everybody who's ever recorded any bass. I mean, how do you? So it's like suing the AI industry for using my bass sounds or my bass riff, and that's just one instrument. Like AI, you could going out and getting guitars, vocals, all this stuff. If you split that up against everybody who's ever recorded anything in the history of recorded music, there's no money. There's no money.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's funny. You just really, honestly, you just reminded me of something that I'd forgotten. There was a song that I recorded in the studio, and when it's a bass line that I could never do live because I never had the equipment to get the sound right. They only got it right in the studio, and that's because I'm playing the bass like this, and I have a fretless bass. My bass is fretless, so it doesn't have like the same sounds like when you pop and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And so I'm playing the bass line, and he goes, "That's pretty good, but it sounds a little muddy, a little muffled." I'm like, "Okay." He goes, "Let me work on that." And then you hear that boom, I'm like, "Shit! Yes, that's how I want it to sound." And because they had like a studio and they got the sound the way I wanted it, I can't play it live because I can never get that sound. I don't even know what I'd have to buy to get this. Well, nowadays I probably have a pedal where I can just push one button and get the pop and the attack and sustain or whatever the attack and stuff I need.
Yeah, I doubt it's just a one-button thing. It's probably a whole
two buttons and a switch.
An entire pedal board of different compressors and noise gates and all that kind of stuff.
But it's a song that I would love to have played live. Mainly, well, of course, I couldn't play the bass and the guitar. In that particular song, I'm playing all of the instruments. So I couldn't actually do it live. I had to have other people do it live. So I'd probably have a different bass player anyway. They might even already have the pedal.
Wow.
You know something? I was worried about it for nothing. Never mind.
There you go. But what do you think about that? Because there's a lawyer. I got to save this for later. It's a video I want to watch later. But that idea of just like suing the world.
Where would you? I don't think you can sue the world. Something happened here.
What happened?
Oh, no, I thought I didn't. You didn't move or make a sound, and I thought I'd glitched or something.
Oh no, I was trying to shut off a video that had started in the background with that Davey 504 thing. I mean, how do you sue? Because there's so many different AI companies out there. You're suing all of them, and all of them are sampling stuff from every artist. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how they're scanning the internet for anything that might have ever been published digitally, but that's basically what they're doing. They're going out and it's sampling, but it's sampling notes, it's sampling tonality, it's sampling all that kind of stuff, and then reassembling it. Not necessarily the same riff. It's not taking whole riffs. It's taking eighth notes or 16th notes and saying, okay, use that now, break that into a 8-bar pattern or something, and changing the notes for whatever the prompt is. So all of that, it's because even with sampling, you're allowed to use so much time without having to give any credit or monetization to
right.
So with that, it's breaking that down into just microseconds of sound and stuff. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how that moves forward. And I want to see this. There's a lawyer a YouTube lawyer for the music industry that just talks about these kind of lawsuits all the time. But that one, he's very serious about this. Davey 504 is one of these guys who just takes music way too seriously, in my opinion. But if he's successful, that opens a floodgate for everybody, and that completely destroys the AI industry at that point, because they're going to be paying everybody who's ever published anything. Here's your 0.75 cent that you deserve from this. I don't know. It's just an interesting case to me. It's like, where do we go from here? And then a lot of people will be happy about that, but a lot of people will be not so happy about that too, because if you've invested money in the AI farms and all that kind of stuff. You're going to be fighting this tooth and nail. And a lot of it is, billionaire money that's gone into this stuff, thinking that everybody was going to be using it. We'll see how it comes out, but I don't know. It's just an interesting thing to me. Who do you even? Doesn't a lawsuit have to have? I know there's class action suits, but don't you have to have actually
damages?
Yeah, but not just damages. Somebody on. You can't just say an industry. I'm suing Big Oil.
Right.
What? You can't. We're going to name everybody who's involved in every oil company. I mean, who?
Yeah, they'd have to specifically name companies or individuals, right? Yeah.
The nicest guy. I miss Ian. Whatever happened to Ian?
He was in earlier. If you go back a few minutes.
He's on Twitch. So Evil Ian's on Twitch, and the nicest guy is with us on YouTube.
Yeah. Now, and he's right. AI stocks are down. It's like I said, the AI that is, as far as the stock goes, is artificially inflated. It's a bubble, and people that are investing in it. Right now, the rich people really need AI to succeed because they got a lot of money invested in it. But right now, it's not a real profit maker.
Yeah, but this is because I've heard you say it's artificially inflated like a couple of times, even just this week.
Right.
How do you artificially inflate that? The stock price? How?
Well, it's easy. Look, when you're billionaires, you can buy stock, you can buy back your own stock, and that makes it look more valuable because it's like, oh, look, people are buying it. So, for example, let's say you had $1 billion, and you had a company. I'm just saying. Let's say.
Okay.
Let's say you had $1 billion, and you have a company that you just made into what's it called, an IP. You just made it open to the public.
IP a lot.
Yeah, so you made it open to the public, not your P, but the company, so they can all buy stock in it. But it's only like at $2, and nobody's buying it. You're a billionaire. You can actually start other shell companies and have them use that money to prop up that.
Slow down here. I'm getting educated on this stuff because I've never really put a whole lot of thought into this stuff. But
so now you know what to do with your billions of dollars.
But this has been going on for so long. Haven't we found a way to kind of, if you're a stock investor, to check on that and like trace who is?
They don't. It's not a matter of, it's legal. So as long as it's legal, they don't care. As long as it's legal and they're making money.
For somebody who's savvy and say, well, this stock is taking off, can I see who's buying all the stock? Is there a way?
But the thing is, while you're doing that, it's taking off. So everybody who wants to make money is going to ride that wave. The point is to get out before the bubble bursts.
Right.
That's the point.
I get that.
And so that's the thing. You need to get out before the bubble bursts, and nobody wants to do that because everybody wants to get out before the bubble bursts, but nobody wants to get out prematurely. Because let's say we know the bubble lasts for 6 months, but somebody else jumps out at 5 months, and then for another month the stock keeps growing. That's another month's worth of revenue that they missed.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people, when it crashes, they lose the shit because they are afraid to lose that 1 month of revenue. They're so fucking greedy about that. Instead of just saying, okay, I've doubled my wealth, I'm backing out. I've doubled my investment, I'm cool, I can back out.
Yeah.
And then then the other guy goes like, yeah, well, I tripled my investment because I stuck out an extra week. And then it's like, oh, I lost everything because I stuck it out an extra 2 weeks.
But every scam sooner or later gets exposed. And you would think this has been going on so long that investors would figure out a way to tell that this is an art. Because if you can tell it's artificially inflated.
They can tell. It's not about knowing that it's like penny stocks. It's not about knowing that it's a scam. It's about knowing how to profit from the scam.
Okay.
And a lot of these guys are in it. It's a lot of these guys. It's also like an adrenaline rush as well. It's not just like, okay, if I want to make money right now, honestly, if I want to make money, if my wife says to me, times are getting hard, we need to make money, I could take my $73 that I have in that can over there, and I could try to buy penny
You got
stock.
73 in a can? Let me put a
Yeah.
quarter in my can. I got to put a quarter in my can.
Well, actually, what it is, it's more like 70. It's more like $1, and I have a check. I have an IOU for $72 in there because I borrowed against it.
Wow.
So,
how much do you think this jar holds, by the way?
Mean when you're not smoking it?
No, this is not a weed jar. This was like some kind of gelato jar. But I had it filled up with change the other day. I brought it to the supermarket with me and put it in the
It depends on what kind of change you have. If it's all quarters, I would say $50 or $60.
Yeah, you're right. I thought maybe I got $5 or $10 in there. I put it in the machine and it just kept counting. I was like, holy shit. And it was like $46. I was like, holy shit. That I couldn't believe that. I mean, I know it depends on what kind of change you got, but even I'm just saying max out if it was all quarters all the way to the top. And this wasn't even all the way to the top. It was like 3/4 of the way. I was surprised, $46. I was thinking.
Yeah, it also depends on how they're organized as well, because as you know, quarters are round, and that's a round container, and so there's going to be a lot of wasted space.
Yeah. Now, just coming back to the site, because in any bubble like that, there are people who lose, right? There are people.
Oh yeah. They call them me.
So you would think, because the inflation, the artificial inflation part of it is dependent on those people buying in, and you would think after 30 or 40 years of this stuff happening, 50 60 years of this stuff happening, that those suckers, the people who are going to end up being the losers, would figure out the scam at some point and not buy in.
I remember when Bitcoin became a thing, and there were people at my job. I used to work at this company that rhymes with Random House. And there were guys that they all worked there just like me. You know, they worked, at Random House. We were all forklift drivers. And there was these young white guys who was like, Bitcoin is like going to be the next big thing. And they're taking their hard-earned money, pooling it together, not even understanding what Bitcoin was. Because I would ask them, I said, do you know what Bitcoin is? They said, yeah, it's the next big thing. I said, yeah, but do you know what it is? And they didn't know. They didn't know. It's just that they kept hearing it was the next big thing. And so they pooled some money together and they started buying Bitcoin, not knowing a fucking thing about what it was.
I still don't know, and I think we have Bitcoin. I know my wife has like a few $1,000s in Bitcoin, and it's still like it's something somebody made up. It's monopoly money that people said this is worth something, and people bought into it, and now it is worth something until they say, "Oh, well, it's just I don't." Because I get the idea that they're Bitcoin mining computers, and it's just ones and zeros. But
and I think part of that is also deliberately meant to be confusing so that people will never get that it's a scam. If you keep it, how should I put it? It's not a scam for people like Trump who made billions out of it because they've taken other people's money who have invested in their Bitcoin without having a Bitcoin to show for it. Yeah. See, people like Trump have made money. It's the people at the bottom who keep getting other people to invest that are not going to see the billions of dollars that like the Trumps and the Musk and them are going to see.
It's just a weird, because I think all in all she made money on this stuff if she sold it today, but she's not going to sell it today, and there's no way I could get her to sell it today. It's just it's nothing. You bought a bunch of nothing that somehow is worth something.
Now, and remember, before Trump got into office, Bitcoin was nothing. Once Trump got in office, and even Trump thought it was a scam.
I don't know.
Trump said even Trump said Bitcoin was a scam. Somebody showed him how he could make money off of it, and then all of a sudden he's like, Bitcoin, I'm all in.
If anybody understands the Bitcoin mining stuff in the crowd and wants to the mining computers, history of history of Bitcoin. I think it was around before Trump, and people were buying into it before Trump.
It was, and Trump was against it. Trump was like against it.
I know he was. Even before this term, he was against it.
Right. Yes. And once he got in, and somebody showed him how he could make money, and it's not that he makes money by making Bitcoins. He makes his money by putting his name on a Bitcoin.
Right.
And people buy Trump Bitcoin or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the Melania coin, whatever that was. That was a big pump and dump thing. 2008.
But if you look at all the things that Trump has invested in and made money from, those things never made money. I can't think of any business that he started that made money, yet he made money because people invested in it, and then he walks off with the money and they walk off with the losses. Trump steaks, Trump University, Trump wine, Trump watches, Trump guitars, Trump sneakers.
I forgot about the guitars. Oh, Sweetwater. By the way, Sweetwater, just let's say something nice about Sweetwater so we can actually claim them as an affiliate on this thing. Sweetwater is the best online.
I reached out to them. Did I tell you I reached out to them?
No.
I reached out to Sweetwater saying, look, myself and the co-host on my show, myself and Matt, we are constantly saying good things about Sweetwater. And we would like it if you got on and tooted your own horn, maybe even became a sponsor.
Yeah, well, we can use them as a sponsor on YouTube right now. Black Friday sale, what is it? Up to 80% off. Not 80% off on everything, up to 80% off. Sweetwater, best place to buy new gear. Here you got this Delta King 1 by 12 15-watt tube combo amp, $599. By the way, I'm going to be selling a tube combo amp, a 15-watter today. I'm going to dig it out and take some pictures of it. It's in brand new condition. It's a crate.
Crate made good stuff.
Yeah, it made in St. Louis, Missouri. American-made tube amp. I got some extra free tubes with it and everything. Originally sold for like $500. I'm going to be selling it for like $250 or $200 or something, whatever you can talk me down to. I'm just going through some Sweetwater page here. Oh, they got video cameras. I did not know that. They got everything. So go to Sweetwater.
I have to find a video camera that zooms. Not a video camera, a camera for my computer that zooms.
All right, I gotta get the time code here. Where are we at? We're at right at 10:02 a.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna mark this, and Sweetwater is now a sponsor. They didn't even know they were a sponsor, but because YouTube has added to us, and we can just timestamp it. And I'm not saying something I don't really believe in. Like, bought so much gear from Sweetwater, and if you buy a guitar from let's just say some other online, even you buy it.
Yeah, let's say you're a guy who wants to learn to play bass. Yeah. And you buy a bass and you don't buy it from Sweetwater.
Or you buy it from a company that rhymes with Cramazon or something.
Yeah.
Or you buy it from a company that rhymes with Sitar Center. Sitar Center. It doesn't come set up. With Sweetwater, it comes set up to play perfectly. Out of the box, you don't need to do anything with it. It's ready to go.
You don't need to fool with the bridge. You don't need to fool with the nuts. You don't need to fool with the pickups.
Well, you can fool with your nut if you after you put the bass down.
But not the guitar's nuts.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, yours, you just lay the guitar gently on your nuts while you're playing, and it vibrates just the right frequency.
And that's why they call it Sweetwater instead of bitter
Sweetwater. It's been pre-nutted for you.
Right. What were we talking about? How did we get on Sweetwater? I forgot.
They're a sponsor now.
Oh yeah, they are a sponsor now. So go there. Buy stuff from Sweetwater. You know what? They make great Christmas gifts. You're gonna buy whatever, little trinkets, pedals, strings for your musician friend, whatever.
As a matter of fact, my wife's birthday is coming up within the next.
Oh, she needs a new bass for her birthday.
She does. I was about to say my wife needs a new bass.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to get her a new bass.
Yeah.
Or maybe a new drum set, maybe a new digital drum set, one that folds up and fits in a closet.
That's too bad. Mine just left.
I know. I told you I was going to. I told you you didn't want to save it for me.
They didn't. Doesn't fold up and fit in a closet. It fits. Well, it fits in the backseat of your car if you want to. That was even getting it into the guy's bus was a little bit of It's a lot of work, readjust this, put that down, but
yeah, see, I just need to be able to fold it up and put it in the closet or under a bed. And then
Why? Why under a bed? I don't get it.
Because I only have 2 places where I can store stuff right now that's left.
Why don't you just say it's a drum set? Leave it set up so you.
No. I learned my lesson. If I don't leave myself just enough room to be creative, I get writer's block. I need to have so much space. I need to have a certain amount of space so my brain will be creative.
Wow, I need to have this stuff set up because if I say, well, I'm going to record a drum part, I'm not taking an hour to set up the fucking drums, right, and getting the sounds and all the wires and blah, blah, blah. I want it already set up so all I have to do is go boom and start playing.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. Once I start, I don't want to stop, and it's going to be like, but once I stop hard. Like I've got so many music videos I'm in the middle of doing, and I stopped, and I'm like, okay, I don't have time to work on this because first of all, I don't have a studio that's soundproof, so I have to choose a day of the week where, like, when my wife isn't home, where I don't have traffic on my driveway, So Mondays I can't do Monday. Well, basically Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the only 2 days I can actually record at home.
Huh.
And then it's between 1 and 4.
Now here's I'm get recruited all the time by these headhunters. I think I've told you this in the past. I got a letter from somebody. Your past qualifications make you an ideal candidate for this position. You ready? Campaign manager for New York State Senate, Democratic. It's not saying who it's for. Now, both of the senators from New York are Democratic. There's Chuck Schumer and Christine Gilliland.
Are you sure it's a U.S. senator or a state senator?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's New York State Senate campaign. Okay, so that's different.
Yeah, you probably have like 30 or 40 state senators. I don't even know how many you have in New York.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's a petty. I was just thinking, what qualifies me? Have you seen what I did for my own congressional campaign? Why would they see I don't know where they saw my resume. I'm assuming it was Indeed. It might be Monster Job, wherever I last posted my resume. It's sometime in 2019. Somebody saw that and said, oh, this guy, he'd make a good.
Well, look, at least they look at your resume. I don't have.
Well, they didn't do that. They have a keyword searcher that says this, and that. All right, these words are in there. These and whatever. I still don't know what keywords would trigger that I'm a good campaign manager. If it was for video editing, if it was for website management, it was anything, e-commerce management.
I think and this is just me grasping at straws, and sometimes the straws like it. Sometimes that a campaign manager has to be able to do a little bit of everything and be a little bit knowledgeable about everything. So when you come to the campaign manager and say, look, we need to boost our presence on social media, you had to be a little savvy in social media. Or they say, we need this fundraiser that we're doing, we need a bigger venue or a smaller venue, this many people, that many people. Maybe, I don't know. I've never been a campaign manager. And even when I did run for Congress, I had 2 campaign managers because I was running as an independent. And so I had one to deal with Republicans, to help me with Republican speak. And I had one to help me with Democratic speak. Because I was an independent, I was trying to take my message and make my message palatable to both sides.
Well, I don't want to work for the Democratic Party. I don't want to work for the Republican Party. I don't want to work for any, so I basically, no. It's a no. That's a no. I'm not going to even reply to that. It's just like weird that they would reach out to me. I am thinking about, and there's no chance I'm going to win. I don't know why I'm fucking thinking about this, because I want to make the issue kind of on the table, because Nick LaLota, who is my congressman. I've invited him on the program several times now. He doesn't even respond to me. He is a guy who came to my door and campaigned, and I wasn't home, but I told my wife, because she called me, "He's a campaign guy, he's a congressman, he wants to talk to you." Like, ask him if he's going to be a rubber stamp for Trump. And his answer to her was no, he was going to be bipartisan. He's a Republican. And since taking office, he has been a complete rubber stamp for Trump. It's like, you know what?
Yeah, but he's a bipartisan stamp.
He's a bipartisan rubber stamp.
Yeah.
Rubber stamp. That's the important part. It's not like a metal stamp or a wooden stamp.
Well, a postage stamp.
Right. So I'm thinking about running again. Again, we talked about my campaign issues this one. Last time it was about no dirty money. Apparently, that's not an issue that people care about. Dirty money and campaign Citizens United.
No. Now the buzzword is affordability. That's the new buzzword. Now it may not be by the time you get the campaign up and rolling. So
Mine
you may have to say
accountability, not affordability. Accountability on social media. This is what I want. I hate these fucking people.
I got it. Make your campaign the AA campaign.
The AA,
and you talk about
affordability
and accountability.
You're right.
And you call it the AA campaign.
And just go to churches at night when they're smoking cigarettes.
Yes, the billboards are already there. The name recognition is already there. AA, it's already there. Matt Napo's AA campaign.
Yeah, it's a 12-step campaign.
Yes, the 12. Yes. You can call it the AA campaign. You can have 12. Yes, you can have 12 steps. It's already there. So that's what we'll do.
And we'll throw in another A in case your car breaks down.
That's good. Yeah, we could. Yeah.
But these people on fucking social media who they hide behind a a fake, like not even a name, like they just make up a label. Let's say Mind Dog, and don't put a real face to it, and you never know who you're talking to, and they're all bots. I mean, and Musk did away with this thing where you can see where they're actually located now. It was there. So apparently he didn't know it was there or something. Right?
So you alerted him. You let them know.
I didn't let Harry Sisson. Blame it on Harry. Harry's the one who exposed this thing.
Okay, Harry, you fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah. Well, he was letting them know. He listed all these accounts that he found that were like Baron Trump, based in Nigeria, or Ivanka Trump based in Turkey. Like, come on, people, you argue. You just called the wrong girl a cunt. And it's not even a girl, it's a fucking bot. Anyway. So I would love to see, like, if you're on social media, we should have laws that you have to use your real name and your real photo, or you can't have an account. People, that's just that simple. Whoa, then people are going to come after me. And like, well, then don't say shit that's going to make people come after you. You want your cake and eat it too. You want to be able to say your mother's a skank whore and my name is G.D. Fenderson, and I don't know, and I live in Maryland somewhere. I don't know. Come after me there. You and your skank whore mother. Instead of saying I'm Matt Napo, come after me in Shoreham, New York, where I really live, and I'm the real person. You and your skank whore mother come after G.D. Fenderson, who lives in somewhere in Maryland that I don't want to really say the street address.
Oh no, you don't want to say the street address. But if you do say the street address, it's 1273 Grouse Avenue, Grouse, Grouse Avenue.
Oh, yeah, it's funny how it changed from gross to grouse really quickly there.
Yeah, because once I spelled it out and realized I was saying it wrong all these years.
All right. Let's Bitcoin. Get yours today. No. I don't know why I said that. All right. That's all I got. That's all I got today. I mean, tomorrow we have a guest, you know, that people Peter, what's Peter how do I say Peter's name? You know how I say Peter's name? Paul or
Navarro?
It's Paul. It's not even Paul. Peter, it's Paul. You borrow from one, you borrow from both, right?
Yeah, you borrow from one to pay the other.
All right. Which one are we paying tomorrow? Paul Locander. Like Locander.
Locander.
Right.
He's a little slower.
He has a new novel on family healing and breaking generational cycles. So basically, it's telling you how to not rape a woman to get her pregnant.
I don't have to worry
Generational
about that
cycle.
because it skips a sibling.
Oh, so if you
my middle brother was the one that had the tendency to be rapey, but the oldest boy, no rapey, middle brother, rapey, and then me, no rapey.
They're all dead, right? Or
oh yeah, they're all dead.
So now the Fenderson line ends with you.
Yeah. I mean, I have nieces and nephews, but there's no males for Fenderson name to go out there.
There's one. Well, Zachary could still. My nephew Zach could still. He's like 42 now. He could still father children. Zach Napo. And then his younger brother is like 20 years younger than him. James is like 23 or something, and he could still father kids. So maybe but my part of my contribution is done as far as I know. Anyone ever have a relative who was raped, like a parent? Apparently raped. Why would you ask such a terrible question?
Because you just brought it up.
I didn't bring anything up. I brought up. I was talking about Bitcoin somehow, and I don't know. There's nothing funny about rape. Didn't we talk about this already? There's nothing funny about rape. Well, Andy Richter. That's a whole other story, right? Well,
I think the rape itself is a horrible ordeal for people to have to go through.
But not for Andy Richter. The Swedish German.
Is that the guy who made the Richterbacher bass?
Richtenbacher. No, he was the co-host of Conan O'Brien on and off. Like he was co-host of Conan O'Brien, then he quit to have his own little sitcom that failed, and then he went back to Conan. But
that was nice of Conan to take him back.
I know it was. He didn't have. I wouldn't have.
Well, maybe Conan said, you could do better than this. You should do a sitcom. And he goes, I'll try. And he does. He goes like, all right, Conan, it's your fault.
Look, Carl, you want to pop in? You could pop in if you want to pop in. If you want. I'm not saying no pressure. You don't have to. We're probably going to end a little early anyway.
Yeah, we can talk about the UK Thanksgiving.
Yeah. See, now tomorrow night I have a guy in Australia. He has no idea it's Thanksgiving Eve. So here's I'm sending Carl something through Twitter in case he wants to join us. He doesn't have to, but on Twitter. Now, I am gullible. I'm gullible, right?
Carl says, link him up. He's going to get a beer.
I did. Wow.
Well, shit, if he's going to get a beer, I'm going to get some wine.
All right. Oh, it's not that reverence wine.
That's what I was going to go get. Yeah, because the other wine we have to save for comfort.
Just like Jesus used to make.
Just like Jesus used to make. You remember the slogan?
Yeah, well, because I was wondering, like, did Jesus use tap water? I don't know.
Well water.
Oh yeah, you have well water, right? So now, when Jesus made because there's a magic trick at the store where he put the pill and it turns the water into wine. Did it matter what the source water was that Jesus made the wine from? Like,
well, he probably used Canaan water because it was the wedding at Canaan. So I'm assuming it was Canaan well water.
All right.
Which is what we used. We went to Canaan and got well water from there.
All right. So there's no such thing as a woman who ever played second base for the Mets. So you know who Erin Murphy? Are you familiar
she sucked off the second baseman. She sucked off the second baseman for the Mets.
Wow. Which one? Was it Tim Tuffle?
we had to check the stain. We had to check the DNA on
I just want to point out I haven't fallen for it quite yet. But Erin Murphy is she was a child actress who I followed. She's not a child anymore. She's 60 years old. But she was a child actress. She was Tabitha on the show Bewitched.
Right.
And she had a twin sister who was sometimes Tabitha also.
Right. So I wouldn't know which one of the twins because she's
the one who takes credit for it. She was the main Tabitha. And I followed her.
Yeah, but how will we know?
That's a good question. Because I think her sister stands by that. I don't know. Her sister, yeah, that's
They were
right.
young. How would they even remember when they were on camera or not? They don't know which shots were being used. They don't remember.
Oh, well, she's posted pictures of them as children, and you could definitely tell the difference. They were not identical twins. And people guess, like, guess which one is me and which one's my sister. And people always get it right. So I've been following her for a couple of years.
Well, now.
Yeah.
Now they've had time for their personalities to set in and make certain muscle structures.
All right, you're gonna let me tell you this thing or not?
Yeah, I'm letting you tell it to me, but you're telling it wrong.
I'm not telling it wrong. I'm telling you that I've been following her for a couple of years, and I invited her to come on the pro. I sent her an email. I never heard back. I knew she was doing like some kind of acting class or something. I sent her an email if she wanted to promote that. I never heard back. Then on Twitter, I get a follow from the Erin Murphy fan page. And it starts out by, hey there, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you for being such an amazing supporter. Your enthusiasm and love mean the world to me. Keep sharing and chasing your dreams, sending you lots of positive vibes. And I'm like, thank you for that. But any chance I could get Erin to do my morning show? And the person writes back, I'm not sure. She said, hello there. Fortunately, you're talking to Erin. I'm not sure. It feels. Well, I barely get on. While I barely get on here, I set up this private account to connect with a few fans directly, since I can't write to fans from my official page. Why not? Why can't you? I'm also conducting a private investigation because I've received a lot of complaints from fans about imposters using my identity. Do you buy that, or is this somebody? I don't. But I want to. Okay, so if you're really her, you want to come on the show. I don't know. Do you think there's any chance that this is really the person, or somebody trying to scam me? And if they're trying to scam me, what the fuck do they think they're getting out of it?
They can get you to sign up for the acting class.
I don't think she's doing an acting class anymore.
Oh, okay. Then
that was a couple of years ago when I first invited her on the program. The thing that gets me about her, she's 60 years old, 61 now, even more, and she doesn't look a day over 40. I mean, and I know Hollywood people, but I don't think she's had work done. She just naturally looks very young and still like glamorous and stuff. But so I just love to get it. She's in with all these other child stars from the 60s. Jodie and Buffy.
They just, matter of fact, there's a child star. I think it was from Leave It to Beaver just died.
Not Jerry Mathers, because she's taking pictures with him too, and like at I don't know.
John Iman. He was a child actor. He just died.
I wonder, and he was from Leave It to Beaver.
Well, he was in Leave It to Beaver, Twilight Zone, McKeever, and the Colonel.
Oh,
I never heard of McKeever and the Colonel.
Me neither.
H. Rap Brown died. Jimmy Cliff died.
Jimmy Cliff?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going through the notes that for the Reverend show for Sunday. Viola Ford Fletcher died. Oh yeah. That's tough. That's actually tough.
The Rev brings up a lot of celebrities that I never heard of, to be honest with you. I mean,
there's a lot of celebrities that he never heard of.
Yeah.
He's like, and sometimes the celebrities are. It's just that there's this. Okay, first of all, I do the research. He just gets the names. He doesn't do a fucking thing. He just reads. He reads and ad libs. That's it. But I write, the obituaries up for him. I do the research.
All right.
And each one I write up is supposed to be 90 seconds long, so it could be a short. And sometimes he doesn't know how to stop running his fucking mouth. And so now it's like a 2-minute short or 8-minute short or a 9-minute short. And so.
Do you hear that noise? Do you hear it?
Which noise? It could be my heater. The air.
What about Martin Short? Don't tell me Martin Short died. Ian's saying Martin Short. Tell me Martin Short didn't die. Please tell me that. Martin Short's got to live till I die.
I don't know. Let me see. I will check.
Right. They have these like I don't want to call them. I did call them child stars already because they weren't stars, child actors. They were on television shows and stuff. But they have conventions of them, like they get together and like celebrate. But a lot of them have not really had any jobs since the 1960s.
It doesn't say he died.
Who?
The last thing is 4 days ago about him and Meryl Streep can't keep their hands off each other on only murders in the building.
Wow. Stephen Ortiz is saying no for real. What no for real? Marty Short thing? Is that what he's talking about? I don't know.
Yeah,
Stephen.
Yeah, it doesn't say he died.
He better not. Why did Ian tease us like that? Why would he's 75 years old? As
I typed in cause of death for Martin Short, and I'm getting Doug Martin. All of these are Doug Martins.
He's not dead, according to everything that's on. No, he's still alive.
Yeah.
So Ian's the evil liar.
Yeah. So.
All right. Yeah. So now segueing into a completely different topic. No,
Matt, did you send the link to Carl? Because he's asking what the link is.
I did. I sent it to him on the Twitch net. Oh, did I? No,
I don't know. I'm asking. If I knew, I wouldn't have to ask.
I thought I did. Come on. Why didn't I? Oh, because I was reading the Aaron Murphy thing, right? So I did. I just did now. I'm sorry. I'm bad. A waitress in Sacramento. You know, you've heard of the Sacramento, right? It's a sacred.
I've heard of the Sacramento waitress, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. She is charged with a crime for posting a receipt from a restaurant where she got no tip on a $217, zero tip on a $217 dinner. And it just put in the line that they wrote, tipping is optional, learn a real skill. And she posted that on a wall of shame in the restaurant. And she's been charged with a crime because I guess the people's name is on it or whatever. That doesn't seem like it's a crime. That seems like a fair game. If you're gonna not tip me and just leave a derogatory note like waitressing is not a skill, you know, go fuck yourself. And you deserve to be on the wall of shame for $217 dinner and no tip, like $0, just a snide comment. But she's being charged with a crime for that. Is that how is that a crime? Can you tell me?
No, I'm trying to help a 77-year-old person navigate Venmo.
You go on Venmo and you Venmo it. What do you mean? Okay, tell them go on Venmo and Venmo it.
Well, the thing is, I sent the other comedians money. I paid the other comedians through Venmo, and I asked everybody. I said to everybody, send me your Venmo information so I can pay you. So he sends me his email. And so I pull it up, identify them, and I send everybody their money. The other two people got their money. His says it was sent, and he says he doesn't understand.
Are you sure you have the right one? Because sometimes
I sent him the information. I screen captured. I said, "Is this you?" He goes, "Yes." He goes, "But that's not my. That's not my debit card number." And I said, "No, that's my debit card number.
Oh,
it's not the whole number, but just the last 4 digits."
You know, I've sent the link a couple of times. It keeps saying, "Oh, because I can't send private messages." Damn it! It's because I'm suspended on.
X?
Is it because I'm suspended on Twitter? I can't call the link that way. That's why.
Let me see here.
Failed. They did send it twice.
All right. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think Carl and I are friends.
Let me see if I could send it to him on Facebook here.
That's what I was about to see if I could send it to him on Facebook.
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 All right, I'm trying it on Facebook, Carl. Sorry about that. I forgot I'm not allowed on Twitter anymore. And we're only going to be on Twitter one more day. That's next Monday when my suspension is up. And so check your Facebook thing. Facebook DMs, whatever. Yeah, because it says I sent it twice, but both of times it says they failed to send. It doesn't say that the reason Then it failed to send.
Yeah, Carl, and I also sent it in Facebook Messenger.
What's that noise? That noise
sounds like Carl just popped his cherry.
He's got a beer. Hold on. Does he have a beer yet? Now he's got a beer. Good morning, Carl. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening. My microphone will not be working. You might hear me through my web.
You sound a little weird.
Your audio's a little weird. Are you sucking somebody off right now? Or somebody sucking you off? Remember the Ohio Express?
It sounds Ohio. Like there's jizz in your throat.
Yeah. Is that better?
Oh yeah.
Did you swallow?
The microphone is onward now. No swallowing, but I have got from a really cheap supermarket a nice IPA that I've no idea what brewery this is.
Now, so this is something this will be your first East time Coast. Trying it.
Yeah, this East Coast. So I guess
this is your first time trying it on air, so we'll actually get a real, honest to goodness, real reaction.
I'm guessing it's New York citrusy IPA. Yeah, let's.
So Matt, we're about to do a reaction video.
Oh, it smells good. It smells good. I've not had a beer in a few weeks.
Oh, why? Right. What happened? Was this on purpose, or
Yeah, I'm just generally a very healthy person. I've lost a lot of weight. You can't see under the Brett Brock hoodie.
No, you have lost a lot of weight, and you're wearing what is that HB? That's
Husky Boyo.
Historically black.
We won't get the belly out, but there's less beer belly.
It's that's nice. Is Husky Boyo still doing art drunk drawer?
He is only on Patreon now. He's not anywhere else. So you have to pay. He's come off Twitch. He will be deleting his TikTok. He's got a YouTube that he posts shorts to. But he's gone completely behind a paywall.
Do you know if he's got a degree in like fine art, a master of fine art?
I think he went. No, I might be getting this fucked up. Ian might know. I think he went to art school for a while. But then I think he got some job early on. Did he work for some Disney offshoot, Ian? I don't know. Yeah, he had some job early on, but then he joined the Air Force, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you two cunts. You ruined the video. We're trying to make a reaction video for the beer. I wanted you to taste the beer, give your honest reaction. You ruined it. Now I don't have a reaction video.
React to this.
It was the Jews.
I don't think
it works.
I don't think that's not a real reaction video. That's a unboxing or unbottling. Unbottling.
So it's a beer reveal party. I don't look. You two cunts ruined it for me.
Reaction videos are when you're watching a video and you react to it.
Right. I'm watching a video. Carl's not here. I'm looking at it. I'm
I'm technically on video.
Yes.
Okay. It's a live reaction.
It's like the other day I told a joke and the guy and people chuckled. Now technically that was a joke.
IPA. Well, yeah. I don't think he set it up right.
I have an IPA joke because I'm not doing it here, but yeah, I do have an IPA joke, and it gets a laugh from the gay people. And my wife did not like. She goes, "How could you make that joke? It's about gay people." She's you're bashing gay people. I said, "No, I'm not bashing gay people." And I showed her the video. I said, "You see that section over there? They're all laughing and standing up and clapping. Those are the gays. They like the joke."
What does IPA actually stand for?
I prefer anal.
That's what I thought.
Indian Pale Ale.
Because I thought IPA was a brand, but it makes sense. You say like internet.
You thought my goodness. You thought IPA was a brand.
I did. Well, I'm not beer educated.
But you must see that there's millions of IPAs. It is India Pale Ale. It's a style of beer.
All right.
That's what it stands for. It's hoppy.
I saw
it actually originated here, and we exported it to India originally when we colonized that one. So,
I was in the supermarket the other day, and I saw Molson American Lager, not Molson, Modelo American Lager, and I'm like, Modelo, that's a Mexican beer. Why? How could it be American Lager if it's Modelo? It's like saying Budweiser Mexican beer.
Well, Yeah, Modelo's Mexican, right? In the glass bottles. Maybe it's okay. Modelo American Lager. Yeah, more accurately, Modelo Especial. That's another name for it.
Now this is
it's a Mexican style pilsner, so it's probably fake Mexican.
This is not the nicest comment, by the way. He's saying, and he thought every stout's just called Guinness. I didn't even know what a stout is. How about that?
A Guinness type beer.
A stout is a short round one, like a stout teapot. No, it's very short.
Like short round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
So, you guys are all beerists or ale'ists. I don't know about this shit. I mean, how much? You know what? I drink cheap. I like Corona Extra, nice and cold when it's cold, or I like a Miller High Life. I used to drink Bud. I mean, I'm a low life guy. There was a time I was a PBA.
We were drinking lager in New York. I'm trying to find the beer that I drank the night before we met. The night before we met in person. It was called it was an Indiana Jones and a Temple of Doom. Look, Indiana Bones and the Kibble of Doom. That's a weird coincidence. You're not going to be able to see that. It's Indiana Bones and the Kibble of Doom bought on some maybe like 5th Avenue or 6th Avenue.
Yeah, is that considered an IPA?
No, this was expensive. So this was like $8 a can. Or something.
Expensive sometimes.
Oh, this is an IPA, but this was an extra strong. This was like 8%.
Yeah, I had an IPA that was like 12%. Yeah, it was 12%.
Yeah, that's going to be pricey.
Yeah.
I'm getting a Stevie.
Price is strong.
I'm getting a Stevie Ortiz text. It better not be something.
Don't ignore it. I already sent him the link on Facebook. He's asking if he could hop on.
He's no longer disabled.
Hop.
I know. That's why I want to see it. That's why I sent him the link on Facebook. So I sent him the link to see if he could hop.
Hey, Matt is a natty light guy. Natty. What's natty?
Natty Bo. National Bohemian beer.
You know what beer? And it's I'll get in trouble for saying this is a beer, right? Outback has these Foster Lager. It's like tap beer, but the big gigantic one, and they're ice cold. I could guzzle those down like big time.
Foster's, man. I haven't drunk Foster since I was very young, but I have been to Outback in Brazil, and it's decent in Brazil because they have obviously Brazilian steaks in there, even though it's Australian. So we get the Brazilian meat, right?
My favorite beer to drink is Molson Ice. I love Molson Ice.
Yeah, that's not beer, right?
It is a beer. It's Molson Ice. It's an ice beer.
Molson Ice. I think it's an ale.
It's a fucking beer. I pay beer prices.
It's all beer, isn't it? Molson Ice is a Canadian lager. Yeah.
Well, why do I get in trouble for saying beer when people go, oh, it's an ale. That's not beer.
Because those people are snobs.
Yeah, these people are crazy.
I can't be a snob.
Excuse me. Are you in snob? How much are you in the snob income bracket? The Reverend talked about that.
I don't. No, I'm not in any income bracket. I'm in the income circle.
Oh, I forgot natural light. See, when you said natty in Baltimore, natty is short for Natty Bo. Although,
now, do you drink when you say Molson Ice?
Yeah, Molson Ice.
There's Molson Black Ice. That would be. So, I'm sorry.
There's like several different Molsons, and Molson Ice is so smooth, but it has such a nice kick. You don't even feel
Black
the kick.
Ice.
Well, it's black ice when I drink it.
They're asking me. They asked me for my date of birth when I go to their website.
You wanted me to send you a link. I sent you a fucking link. Come out of the chat and get in the link, or do something, but don't pretend that you don't have a link.
I said at 11. The news at 11. By then we'll be off, right? Won't we be off by 11? We don't want to. Why do we want to hang around for whatever? It says Molson Ice is a lager. Now, what's the difference between a lager and a beer?
Loggers are the guys that will cut down trees, skip and jump, and go to the laboratory.
L-O-G-G-E-R.
They put on women's clothing and hang around in bars.
L-A-G-E-R, not L-O-G-G-E-R.
Oh.
Different.
What's the difference? You don't know. See,
a lager is a subcategory of beer, and I think it's done at cold temperatures, basically, where traditional beer is normally at warmer temperatures.
And that's Canadian, right, Molson? Is that right?
Molson is. I'm going to look out for it next time in the States. My favorite trash beer I found in the States, which I think I've seen Brock drink, and I found in Bisbee at what's that other comedy club called there? Chuckle Fuckers or something. Chuckleheads. They had. I know it wasn't there. Yes, it was there. $3 cans of PBR is what I was drinking in Bisbee.
Oh
PBR.
wow!
Come on.
I
In
mean,
America, $3 a can.
Yeah, I don't slum it with beer for the most part. The lowest or the closest, how should I put it? Because I still like Rolling Rock, but Rolling Rock is probably the lowest beer I will drink, and Rolling Rock is still very good. It's made in Pennsylvania. It's very good.
I'll drink beer if like Brett. When I visited him, he had, you know what Brett's like. He gets 50 cans of Miller Lite. I'll drink it.
I don't like light beer.
I'll drink it.
I used to love Lowenbrow as well. Matter of fact,
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've seen a Lowenbrow anywhere because I'm in the beer section quite often. I don't buy a lot, but
I've had that in pubs before. You don't see it very often here in bars, but I do occasionally get a Lowenbrow. German, isn't it?
St. Pauli girl too.
I was at a jazz club and I had no idea who the guy was. I mean, I know his name, but I didn't know who he was to the jazz community. His name was Prysock, Arthur Prysock, I believe it was. I can't remember. They were brothers. There was Arthur Prysock and something. So I don't know which Prysock it was, but his last name is Prysock. And so I think I'm drinking a Rolling Rock at the time, and he comes back from break. Everybody goes to the bar. He comes back from break. Everybody's got a beer, and he starts singing. He starts singing this song. Apparently, he sings it on a commercial. Here's to good friends. The night is kind of special. The beer that we pour must be something more somehow. So tonight, let it be. And everybody picks up their Lowenbrow, except for me, because I had no idea who he was. I'm holding a Rolling Rock.
I think there's a Rolling Rock distributor not far from like about 7 miles from my house. And I always thought it was made here. You just said it's made in Pennsylvania. I thought it was made here because there's a big building with Rolling Rock right on top of it. And
there may be a distributor. There could be a bottling plant.
Yeah.
We used to get it here. I used to see Rolling Rock here. I haven't seen it for a while. You'd see it in like stores, liquor stores. Man.
But PBR, did Brett drink PBR?
Well, he gets whatever he can at the trash beer. He drinks river beer, he calls it. So whatever the offer is.
These people are the country and the Southern rock dudes are all PBR is a thing. To me, it's the shittiest beer.
Yeah, but if you drink, once you drink 5, it doesn't matter. You just want more.
That's true, but I can't make it to 5 because it really. I don't know. It's like a Rheingold. Remember, I don't know if you guys are old enough. Oh, you guys.
I'll take it. I don't mind it. I don't mind a PBR. I don't mind a trash beer. I'll drink it. I'll slum.
Very dry beer. Rheingold is my beer. It's a dry beer, but it would leave you like hungover and like dying of thirst. I don't know what they put into it that makes it fucking more thirsty. But
it's when I had my first apartment to myself, I used to have 2 types of beer in my fridge. I had Molson Ice for myself, or Lowenbrow, one of those 2, or Olympia. So Olympia, that was also my brand. So that's what I had for me. And also I kept Bud in the fridge for my friends. And what I do, I say, you want a beer? And they go, sure. And I would take out these beautiful lead crystal Pilsners, and I would pour their Bud in the lead crystal Pilsner, and I would pour my good beer in my lead crystal Pilsner, and I give them these Pilsners. It's like, oh, this is like really good beer, and it's just Bud. I just put it in a really expensive glass.
See, I think Evil Ian here is wrong about this. He's saying Carl's a limey bastard, but he's not picky. He's not a picky drinker. I think. Because I was trying to think about this time when we were in that pub, the fighter guy, Jack Dempsey.
Dempsey.
Yeah, and I was trying to
remember. We just drank lager in there, right?
Yeah.
I think we just drank regular beers. I don't know what they were.
I didn't know what I was drinking there. I think I followed you because you know your stuff.
I was just like, what looks drinkable? It's probably Stella's or something. I think it was just some lager.
Yeah.
Heineken even. But so apparently this is a New England beer. But this is brewed in Scotland, so I guess it may be a Scottish link with New England. Very weird. Because it says East Coast IPA.
It maybe they are using the East Coast recipe. You know, like McDonald's. You know, there are McDonald's all over the world. So as long as they're using the McDonald's recipe, it's still considered.
They can license it out.
Yeah. It's not like they go to McDonald's, they have a McDonald's and it's in another country. And instead of using beef, they're using horse. You know?
Welcome to Beer with the Pigs. It's a morning show. We call it Beer with the Pigs. All we talk about is beer every morning.
I forget. It's not morning. It's nearly 4 here, though. So
right.
It's fine.
It's 4 o'clock somewhere.
You and Jack Britton celebrating afternoons while we're doing mornings here. We've had a guy in the chat room the last couple of days.
Where's Chrissy?
Jack.
Chrissy hasn't been on the show for a while.
Who? Oh yeah.
And it's even later for her than it is for him.
She was a little sick.
Danish Chrissy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a little under the weather. A lot under the weather. The flu. You know, it's that time of year. People just getting all flued out. Yeah. We were talking about somebody who just this a waitress who served a $217 meal to a family, and they left no tip and just a snide remark that tipping is optional. Learn a real trade, and she posted that on the wall of shame and got arrested for it. And there's a picture of her in court facing charges.
What do you mean wall of shame? Is the wall of shame like at the restaurant?
It's in the restaurant, yeah. To me, that's
so. How she get arrested for something that's obviously something that if they have something in the restaurant called a wall of shame, how the fuck do you get arrested?
I don't understand how that's a crime in any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Yeah, I can't find the story anywhere. I mean, I guess if you're naming someone, and this person didn't tip me.
A waitress in Sacramento has been charged with crime after placing a customer's no tip receipt on her restaurant's wall of shame. The customer wrote on the $217 bill, "Tipping is optional. Learn a real skill." Erica Flores is in there. She looks hot. I would, if I were the judge, I would jump over the bench and fuck her. What happened?
You said, is she a minority?
She looks kind of Latina, yeah. And with a name like Flores, I would guess I'm right about that. She's probably a Latina, but she looks kind of like AOC, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, that's nothing to sneeze at, really.
Yeah, no, I would sneeze at anybody at this point.
Well, that's the influenza. Your influenza B. Yeah, you'd probably be sneezing and snotting all over everybody.
But I just can't imagine like how that's a crime. Like, even if it were like on television. Naming somebody who didn't tip you and left you, you're not.
It doesn't look like a crime. Apparently, he's claiming defamation, but it's not defamation. So,
yeah,
it's not defamation.
Was she arrested as well?
Yeah, he said it. Well, he said it or wrote it, and he just made it public.
She literally has receipts.
That is true. I can see it being a management problem, right? So you shouldn't be posting customers' names on walls.
But if they have the thing, if it's a wall of shame in the restaurant,
who knows what the context is of that? I say fuck tipping, and America needs to sort its shit out.
Well, I would like it if we paid them. If we paid them better, so they wouldn't have to tip.
Yeah.
Don't ever say that on this program again, because the tips are sometimes more than I get paid for the paint parties. Like I did one last week. I wasn't expecting to get any tip at all. I got a $250 tip for a 2-hour party. It's like, all right, man.
I've never had. So I've had like 10. This was many years ago. I get like £10, maybe like 20.
I've gotten tips as a where I performed as features, and I didn't get like money, and so the people in the audience gave me tips. And I wanted making more money than they had.
But I don't even see that as the same kind of tipping. Really, you can't. It kind of is, but
well, the gigs,
no expectation.
Gigs at Daisy's.
I've even had people give me money after an open mic. They're like, "Wow."
Yeah, I've had money and beer brought for me.
It's kind of weird that for musicians in little pubs and stuff, especially when you're performing alone. First of all, performing alone versus the band, tips are 10 times, 100 times as much when you're performing alone. But
yeah, because you don't have to split it.
It's okay. It seems natural and just normal to tip a musician, but not a comedian. That's a weird thing to me.
Even promoters.
That's why I bring my guitar on stage with me sometimes. Even if I'm not going to play it, I bring the guitar and I'll strap it around my neck and I don't even play it. It's like with my guitar case right there. Just throw money in it.
Even promoters who are getting like 300 quid for the night find it uncomfortable to tip other comedians as well.
So weird.
Yeah.
But I miss those gigs when the Sunday afternoon gigs. I would get paid $150 for the gig from the venue, but take home $400 in tips. My guitar case would be full of money. I mean, those were the best gigs. It's just like, because and this idea that no tax on tips. Let me just explain to you. There was never such a thing as tax on tips, unless people are,
only if you tell them, right?
If they write it on the receipt. That's
yeah.
So I guess
some
what
guy
they're
gave me
saying is
$100.
See, when they say no tax on tips, they're making loopholes for billionaires. You know, remember when they said, well, you got to be in this, so I don't have an income. And so I don't have an income tax. You know, so now they're trying to make tips. They said, well, I don't have an income. I just get tips, you know, which actually would probably be bribes. It's like that. No, that congressman, we didn't bribe him. We gave him a tip.
Yeah.
You know,
they're using AI here now, like our equivalent of the IRS, the HMRC, His Majesty's Revenue and Customs, no less. Is much more powerful name than the IRS. They're using AI to trawl Instagram, social media, to see if people have got a YouTube channel or if you've posted a new car, that kind of thing, and then working out, one, should you be buying a car like this? And two, if you've got another business on the side, like a little Etsy shop or something, to make sure that you're paying tax.
You know, you're the first person.
My comedy, every dime, everything, every receipt. I have every fucking receipt, you know, here in my computer. It's all, I file my taxes because I didn't want, just in case I became famous, I didn't want to be like Wesley Snipes or somebody.
Just in case.
Yeah, but Wesley Snipes refused to pay tax when he was a millionaire. That was the difference. He's like, fuck you, man. You know,
I'm just saying, I didn't want anybody coming after me and coming after what little I have.
Willie Nelson too. Willie Nelson refused to pay tax.
Willie Nelson,
and then he asked people to donate to pay his tax. Like, you're a fucking gazillionaire.
And Al Capone, to be fair, it was the only crime Al Capone legally committed according to the justice system. Right? It was like he didn't pay some tax.
Well, you're talking about using AI. You're the first person that I ever saw use ChatGPT years ago on Last Rights thing. And I didn't even know what you were using there. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
The first model that was released, basically.
Right. Some guy, Davey 504, who's a bass player, he's got a YouTube channel. He's suing the AI industry.
The AI industry.
This is where
Does that exist? Is that a thing?
That's what I want to know. How do you sue?
No.
How do you sue the AI industry?
It just sounds like another just claptrap that you get viral and stuff. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
You can you can try and sue each individual company. You probably won't get anywhere, but
especially since technically none of them are making money yet. You know, they're all struggling. They're just being propped up. You know, they're not making profits right now.
This is where I don't understand. Like, there are all these apps out there that people are paying for to use this AI stuff. But how is that the industry is not making money?
Because they're not turning a profit. They're taking
their R&D and putting these data centers in is costing them. I mean, they're getting support from the government, right? But it's costing them so much money to build it.
Yeah,
that money keeps them afloat. I guess,
I mean, the additional power lines that they have to set up, the additional power grids. And the funny thing is the government's helping them out, but they're making it harder they won't make it easy for me. You know, if they can get, the grid would have more power available to it if solar energy were more available to us. We wouldn't be sucking so much off the grid if we could get more solar energy. You know, as a matter of fact, when we're not using it, we're putting power back into the grid. We're helping everybody. Yeah. But instead of helping us, they're trying to help those fucking billionaires. This is what I think of them.
billionaires. There was a photo yesterday, and I was like, "What? How did they get this photo?" It was Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, that Bill Ackerman guy, all these major billionaires and one trillionaire in a parking lot in a circle. I was like, "What are they fucking discussing here?"
Yeah, but I think that was an AI picture, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
The thing that I posted said, I think it was. It was like Google banana picture or something. Elon in.
They were in a parking lot because he was next to a cyber truck, and there were all these fancy cars around.
Okay, those viral photos of Elon and Zuck are AI. It was built. It was built using Google Banana, which is one of their new image generation models. So yeah, it's fake.
Nana Banana.
Google Banana or Nana Banana, something like that.
There is a Nana Banana app that I keep getting pitched at.
Yeah, I think it's a Google one.
Yeah. So that was fake because I was thinking, how do you get them all in one place like that? And like, what are they scheming there?
Well, how do you think the Illuminati meet? They do it in a parking lot. If they meet in a building, somebody will find them.
It seemed like they were having a real conversation like that. Musk is smoking a cigar, and they're all gathered around him. Like this is what we're gonna do to fucking keep all the slaves down, whatever. But the thing I was thinking is, there's a guy with a fucking camera here. Why isn't there a guy with a rifle scope? That's a joke, YouTube. But I mean, it's security. You're worried about security, right? I mean, Jesus. I don't know. Just.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the biggest defense contractors in the US right now, right?
Yeah.
Musk, Altman.
Oh yeah, Altman was in this circle too. Or Ian, the guy from Google. All these people,
Yeah, Carl. If I were to ask you the biggest crook in the UK, who pops to mind? The biggest crook in the UK.
What, current?
Yeah, current. I say crook, and you say
crook,
thief, scam artist.
Yeah, I understand. Well, nothing pops to mind really. I know I've ruined your whole bit, but
oh, it wasn't a bit. I was just curious because we were talking about. Trump is. As soon as I say, you say crook.
There are bigger crooks than Trump in the US. Come on, he's like the salesman. He's the salesman for the thing. He's like, yeah, making some money. There's going to be guys there that are way bigger crooks that you'll never.
Oh yeah, I agree. There are people that, but I think given his station in life, quote, leader of the free world, he's not supposed to be that big of a crook.
Well, he's not supposed to be an open crook. Not supposed to be an overt.
Right. He's supposed to
be make some money.
I am not.
You're supposed to make some money, befriend the banks and the weapons companies, and then when you get out of office, go and make your money from them as payback.
Yes, books and stuff like that. Books,
speeches,
speaking engagements, and illegitimate children, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
for the kids.
For the kids.
I want to share a picture.
I don't think we've got an equivalent, really. I don't think we've got. I mean, we've got the leader of that kind of I guess the right wing. I don't really think they're far right anyway, but they're kind of like anti-immigration. They're probably going to be in government in 3-4 years because there's the populist guy, Farage. You've probably seen him on US TV. He's been to Congress and stuff.
Farage.
But his political party is even a private company as well. It's just literally to make money, and he's going to get all the populist votes in the same way that Trump has.
Well, I want to ask you about this, Carl. What the hell is this? You're like
that is in an area called the Peak District, which is about an hour from Manchester. I will never climb up that again. I'll never do that again. I did it because I was with a big group of people and everyone else, including girls, got up it, and I was like, I have to.
It looks like somebody must be in a balloon or something to take that photo.
No, they're on the other peak. Right, they're on the other peak.
There's a cliff face here. This cliff comes all the way around. So we sat and ate lunch, looking at this thing. It's called the Trinacle. And we only climbed up from this front bit here, but it was still a little shaky.
Now, is there a chance that a strong breeze could blow you off of that?
Yes, in fact, after we got back, we looked up online, and that exactly happened. Some guy got blown off it. He survived.
All I see is wind and falling. That's it. My butt cheeks clenched up just watching.
We had to climb up and then jump on one bit, and you do feel like I was like, take the picture, And as soon as they did, hands on the deck, it wasn't comfortable. But it's only an hour from here.
And this is what I tell my wife says, "You want me to take a picture?" I say, "No, take a video, and I will freeze frame the shot I want. I want video because if something happens, I don't want you to go, oh fuck, I missed a picture." No, so take a video.
Yeah, I won't ever do that again. But I am into hiking a little bit, and I'm going to go back there and do the same thing, but not climb that. That's stupid.
What was the climb like? It wasn't like climbing up straight up those rocks, right?
No. It's as you look at it, you just go down and into it from the front, but you still had to climb up a bit and then jump across from one bit to the other. But like GD said, you can feel the wind up there.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable.
I probably would be crouching down until they're ready for the picture. Then I'd go one.
But the other side is sheer.
Oh, and you're taller than I am, so the wind would hit you. You have a higher center of gravity.
Yeah, get struck by lightning. It's not a comfortable experience. But yeah, that was me.
6'9". I don't know if you know that.
9'6".
Yeah.
6'9" is his penis.
Wow.
Around.
Yeah, rounding up.
See, I walk up the stairs to my beat, from my beach back up to the house here, and it's only 495 feet. But I am definitely ready for my grave by the time I. That looked very high, like more than 495 feet. When did it all?
Well, I didn't climb that high. I climbed like 15 feet.
Oh.
But we walked to get up there. You had to crawl up this brook thing, pretty much on all fours, up this river that's running down and then across. It was a tough hike. 5.5 hours.
Wow, 5.5 hours. Jesus.
Yeah,
that's commitment. There you go.
Yeah.
Now, did you know you went in advance? What kind of shoes did they recommend? Or do you?
I have hiking boots. I have boots. Yeah.
I recommend hiking boots from Sweetwater.com. Sweetwater.com, the best place to get your musician hiking boots. They don't have
Indeed.
It'll make walking a song.
Wait, do you really have a brand of that we could? Because there's probably a brand on here we could cash in on. What kind of?
Peter Storm is my brand for everything because I think I'm autistic and I buy the same stuff and the same brand from the same place.
It's funny, the last time I bought boots for hiking, I was in Estes Park, Colorado, and I don't know why. I think because we'd already done a couple of mountains, and I didn't have.
Speaking of hiking,
I'm listening.
Oh no. The world famous Stephen Ortiz is in. The person who can only call in from work because he doesn't have internet at his house.
Stephen the Hiker Ortiz. Stephen, what kind of hiking shoes do you recommend?
Birkenstocks.
Those are sandals.
Are they? I don't know what.
They work.
I know my stepson wears Birkenstocks. They're fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Especially like for him because he wears like a size 16.
You know what I was thinking about last night? High heel shoes, women's high heel shoes. Because this woman had like in a picture on Threads or something. This woman had incredibly high heeled shoes on, and I'm thinking, what is the height maximum before you actually tip over, right? Because
it depends on how strong your cankles are.
But there's got to be like. There's got to be a
not really, because you think about stilts you can have like 12-foot stilts and you don't fall over because of balance.
But those are straight up. These things kind of point, they're lifting up the heel but not the front of the shoe, so
I'm gonna guess at 6 is
6 inches. These look like more than that. They look like...
I've seen gay dudes walk in much taller heels than that.
Yeah. I wonder. I mean, it would be funny to kind of see a woman fall because she had two.
I like seeing them get knocked out of the line. So seeing one fall over would be good.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I interrupted GD's pitch for whatever kind of shoes we're trying to promote here on YouTube because
big gay shoes.
We just gotta
talk
about the brand and then timestamp it and maybe get a few shekels from YouTube because we're promoting some sponsor that we don't even know about.
Well, actually, I do. I mean, I have a pair of Red Wing boots that is like 24 years old.
You probably do, you nasty Red Wings.
Yeah, Red Wing, and not only that, I've had them resold once.
Is Red Wing a brand?
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
It's probably the best. It's probably one of the best well-known brands of work boots on the planet.
I didn't. Well, why would I know about anything related to work?
I don't know, me neither, but I still know about them.
Oh, I thought you might know about people who actually worked.
Wow.
Yeah, but my as a matter of fact, they're probably older. They're older than 24 years old because I kept saying they were 20. I've been saying they were 21 years old for like maybe 6 years now. They're probably almost 30 years old.
Wow.
They've been resold once.
Speaking of work, you can't hear that noise that's going on behind me, right? It's amazing because
I've heard you reference it a few times.
The farting
it sounds like a massive dildo going in and out of your ass. Is it that one?
Is it the sound of gas escaping from your ass?
It is the sound of tree guys taking down trees all over the neighborhood. This guy who moved in, he must have been a city slicker. He moved in a couple of years ago, and he saw me feeding a deer, and he was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I found this place." Now he's got his whole family like triangulating me. Like his son bought a house across the street from me, and his daughter bought a house next door to me, and now
they're waiting for you to die, man. They've got the cousin lined up.
Yeah,
when those Napos go.
But they're also chopping. They hired because about a week ago, my wife hired some tree people to take down some trees over here.
Whoa! What do you mean, tree people?
Tree people. They're
Indian.
They're just taking down trees, and they're making bank off of it. I feel like I should
Keebler elves. Keebler elves are the only tree people that I know of.
Yeah, but I'm afraid. Like sounds like they're right outside the window here.
Didn't you want the trees cut down? Wasn't this your whole thing last week? You wanted these trees cut down.
My trees, I got them cut down, but now they're cutting down trees all over the neighborhood.
We don't want other people. We don't want other people cutting their trees down.
I don't want them falling on my house while I'm in this room. That's the.
Now, are they near power lines? Are they doing it as a preemptive strike? So that they don't get weighted down with snow and then fall on power lines.
Well, yeah, this is tricky the way they do because there are power lines involved in all. They're going through the trees and all the stuff. They send up the little guy. He climbs up the tree. He's tying ropes around all sorts of branches and stuff. Then they have the crane go up there and like the chainsaw guy. And then they're lowering it down like, and it's scary. I mean, the thing
My buddy has a tree business, and he fucking makes a killing on it, dude. He broke $500,000 on his third year.
Yeah, how much did he put out though? And how much that money did he make selling the wood chips from the trees?
No, so normally he offers the wood for free to whoever wants to come get it because a lot of people in our area use fireplaces. So he offers it up for free, and then no, he puts out probably 3/4 of what he makes. He puts out, so he only makes about $100,000 a year total off what he does total, but he's making good money doing it, and he owns all his own equipment. He volunteers when there's big storms. He goes down to Florida and anywhere there's a hurricane or tornadoes, and he volunteers his services. So he's a good guy. Makes a lot of money doing it.
Up here, it's like we live in a forest. I mean, you can
same here.
You could be taking down trees all fucking year long, all day long, and like when he came here last week for a few thousand, I think it was $4,000. He made 40 minutes of work. 40 minutes. I mean, it's a crew, probably about 6 or 7 guys, but 40 minutes of work. You do 10 of those in a day for $4,000. That's $40,000 in a day. You could.
Yeah. Well, there's also a lot of licensing, a lot of insurance. Plus some of those crews, they have to rent equipment for certain jobs. I mean, there's a lot into it. It's a big deal. They do a lot
of work, dangerous, and he's got to take all that shit, take all the wood away, and get to your place.
That's why he offers it up for free, because he doesn't have to pay anyone to haul it away. People will just come pick up loads of whatever trees cut down.
Not my guy. Yeah. He takes it away in a truck, and that's why I was thinking, like, I should be able to resell my own firewood here.
He gives people.
I remember seeing videos of we call them tree surgeons here. I don't know why. But there was one where he cut the branch that he's fucking attached to, which is always great to see. Like it's a new guy or something. He's not thinking. And there's another guy that just cut his arm off one time as well, which is also great.
As a matter of fact, Steven might remember part of this. I had a tree that was in my backyard that I was cutting down. Well, I have a 14-inch electric chainsaw. Okay, this was a 65-foot long pine tree that fell in my yard, and I had to cut, but it broke like 10 feet. It was like 10 feet where it broke like 10 to 12 feet above the ground, and so I had to climb up there to cut it with my chainsaw, and I used my ladder, put it against the tree, and I'm trying to video it and using my one hand.
Sounds safe.
Yeah, and it slipped and started cutting the ladder, and I didn't want to drop my chainsaw because it might break, and I couldn't let go of the chainsaw to stop it.
That's how people die.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most deaths are just calamity. Most deaths are just something really fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're real dumb.
Yep.
I can hear.
I decided not to do that anymore.
I can just from the sound of this thing, I can hear it swinging. The chainsaw is swinging now. I can hear it.
Part of it was my fault though, because I kept telling GD, I was like, I don't believe that you're cutting that tree down, buddy. I just don't see it happening.
The thing is, I knew in advance that it was a bad idea, which is why I only took pictures and not do any video. But because Steven issued the challenge, part of my brain says, I think I can do that. I think I can do it. And I kept thinking, how can I do it and be safe? That's what I kept thinking. And I'm like, so I'm practicing on the ground. I'm literally practicing on the ground. I got my camera and I got the chainsaw. I was like, okay, great. Now I'm doing it and balancing on the ladder, and that changed everything. Because once the chainsaw got through the branch, I had to stop it before it hit the ladder. And I was like, dang it. And the ladder is metal. The chainsaw is metal. So I got these sparks flying up. I was like, oh shit.
How big is the chainsaw? Because the chainsaw these guys are using.
It's 14 inches. Yes, it's not much bigger than a black man's dick. It's like 14 inches.
What black man?
Well, most black man.
The one these guys are using is probably about 6 or 7 feet. It's like because the trees are fucking huge. I mean, so 6 to 7 feet, maybe even bigger than that. It takes two guys to kind of hold it.
Yeah. My neighbor had to come over. Well, he didn't have to come over, but he volunteered. He saw me working on this tree for like almost a month. Now, to be honest, part of the reason why I was working on it for a month is because for 10 days, I couldn't work on it because I was shooting a TV pilot. I was shooting a TV pilot with a friend of mine. And so he thought that I was just making bad progress. And he came over and cut the 10-foot piece out the ground.
Well, nice of him.
Yeah, it was. And I didn't, he goes, I can help a little bit. So great, I appreciate it. So it was like a really weird thing because he was helping me and I was helping the other neighbor. And in order for it to be a complete circle, that neighbor should have gone around and helped him.
I can't remember any. I can't remember any TV shows that were based on an airplane. You were saying a TV pilot. You were shooting a TV pilot. The guy was flying a plane on television.
Matt, you're so funny.
What?
What? Speaking of funny, I'm being interviewed on a podcast tomorrow.
That's funny.
And so I sent them the footage from Thursday's show because that's the most recent thing I have. And so they have some kind of point of reference. And he sends me back a note and it says, nice voice. I was like, I'll send him an hour's worth of comedy, and he sends back a note, nice voice.
It's not the worst compliment even.
No, that's like going on a date with a chick and being like, well, at least her laugh is nice. So, like,
do you want to you want to share what where you're getting interviewed tomorrow, or what department?
It's just some podunk podcast that reached out to me, and I can't remember the name of it. Podunk. I can't remember the name of it, to be honest. I'm terrible with
So
it.
is this tomorrow night or tomorrow?
Tomorrow afternoon, after the show.
Is this going to interfere with your big Wednesday trivia thing?
No. I scheduled it for 1:00 in the afternoon.
Napo's getting podcast jealousy. This is how it starts. It's so you start getting panicked.
I'll be on Slaptail tonight again.
What do you mean you'll be on him? Won't that hurt? Him?
Well, it'll be on the. I'm going to be on the squad.
He does it. I thought he did it Thursday nights.
We're doing it tonight because of the holidays.
Oh, nice. Now,
and what time tonight?
6.
Maybe I'll jump on. Maybe
it's not live, right? He don't go live. He tapes.
No,
it, right?
It's recorded. I'm trying to think, and it's only for an hour or so, right?
Depends on how many people are on and how many segments we're doing.
Huh.
No, because I have my Dylan workshop tonight also. So that's just too much. That's just too much for me.
Now, Carl, while we were all just like eating turkey and stuffing on Thursday, you're just going to be like laughing at us. What are you doing?
We don't think about you.
You don't even
bubble and squeak.
I'm doing the Carl Mann thing. I'm just doing nothing on Thanksgiving. Beer, lots of beer and whiskey for me on Thanksgiving.
You know what? We have a dive bar almost across the street from me, and they do sometimes. It's kind of an Americana dive bar, so sometimes they do a Thanksgiving party and that kind of stuff.
I'm doing the same thing, Carl. Wednesday night I'm going to a Thanksgiving party at the bar, and then Wednesday I'm going to wake up alone, hungover, and then get drunk again, and probably
basically your regular life.
No, I'm only doing it because this is my first holiday season alone in my life.
What happened to your AI girlfriend? Isn't she available?
Yeah, well, this is what I was going to ask you. Are you a lonely guy? What's going on? What happened to the?
I mean, I haven't necessarily been in a relationship. I've just been kind of sleeping around.
That's the shape you're in. It's like not like you're going to sleep at a square. Yeah, you are going to sleep around. That's just how you shape. You're just built like that.
No, I've had some lady friends here and there, but I'm not dating anyone. No, so the holidays is just going to be.
I'm sorry. I've been instructed to leave you alone, so I'm going to leave you alone.
No, I'm just saying. Like I've been. I mean, I've had a family, every holiday season for the last, 35 years, 34 years. So, yeah, it's just different. It's weird.
Maybe you could go to the park and drink and watch some other kids.
No, you can't. Restraining order.
I know, innocently, just stare, just look and go. Oh.
No, I'm gonna sit on my patio and just get drunk.
Right, that sounds good.
He's gonna sit next to his van with some ice cream and go, "Hey, kid."
I don't even own a van.
He's gonna say, "Hey, kid, you want to see how the pilgrims used to celebrate?"
I didn't have kids, but when I split up from a 9.5-year relationship, I got drunk for 18 months, pretty much.
Well, I definitely started drinking. Just I'm probably not dangerously. Like usually, maybe once a week, I go out and have fun. And so this week it's gonna be Wednesday night because they're doing a big Thanksgiving party because the bar's closed for 2 days. So.
Every time I tell people I'm drinking less, I've always got a beer in my hand. Like every time, I genuinely mean it.
I haven't smoked weed in 7 days. How about that?
I don't buy it.
In other words, you're asking for a stroke. You know what happens when you don't smoke weed.
That's a tolerance break. We all know it's a tolerance break. You're just waiting to get high as fuck.
It's just a tea break. Yeah, that's all that is.
This is the longest I've gone since before the pandemic without smoking weed. Now
what happened last time?
I remember you taking some time off. in the last few years. I'm sure you
like a couple of weeks ago. Weren't you like having a stroke because you took like a week off from smoking?
The problem is Napo's such a liar. He's got so many webs of deceit that have been spun. He's forgotten what he said.
I don't think you remember the difference between sober and not sober.
I don't think I've gone a week without smoking since 2019. I don't think.
So how long had you not been smoking when you thought you were having a stroke?
Yeah.
And then you decided that oh, it's the pot. I haven't smoked enough.
2 days.
Yeah, a few days, and not a week. A week is
Was
a
it
long
a few
time.
days? Because you don't even. Just a few days.
I have
It could've been
gone
a week.
periods of my life, once about almost 11 years without smoking.
I thought you took some time off a few years ago since we've known each other, and then you had edibles mainly. Maybe because you were sick or you had bad.
Yeah, maybe when I had
like...
maybe when I had COVID, I think maybe, but I
Yeah.
don't think it was a week. A week, a long time. I don't
you-
even remember
so
what
you-
it
you
tastes
ta-
like anymore.
Are you
that sounds like
edibles
you
or
don't want it to
nothing?
be a week. That sounds like you just don't want it to be a week. That's
I always
week's
thought
a long
marijuana was
time.
good for
Yeah.
COVID.
It almost sounds like denial of some sort, Matt. Maybe you've gone a week and you just don't want to believe it's been a week.
Or possibly I don't remember. I mean, there's that.
You started stroking out and having seizures and DTs and shit.
Yeah.
The
I'm just
meat
reading.
sweats.
I'm
Started
reading
having
my
meat
contract.
sweats.
Well, no, I don't know, man. I started drink last week. I drank enough that I ended up with 6 people back at my apartment.
Wow.
I was one of them, and he didn't even remember.
Actually, here's the thing, though. I thought one of them was you at first, GD. So I ended up finding the only 3 black people in my town.
It was a guy called Samuel L. Blackson, just some guy that lives in the town.
So it was 3 black dudes and then a few chicks, and then we all went back to my apartment and hung out for a little bit, and then they all left. And I was like, and one of them looked just like you, but probably 60 years younger.
9 a.m. to
6 years old. That's a kid. You're with a
you're
fucking
60
kid.
No, you're
I'm
66.
66 years
Sorry,
old. You're with
I thought you were 80. I thought you were 86. Sorry.
You're
So
with a black guy 60 years younger
40,
than me. That's
40
a
years.
child.
40
That's
years
a
younger.
child. Okay.
40
That's
years.
against
40 years.
the law.
No,
So you're
40.
drinking, luring children back to your apartment. Oh my God. And we've got this captured on video.
There's no children at the bar.
You said back to your place.
No,
You wanna
sorry.
go back to your place.
Sorry. 40 years younger.
no.
40 years younger.
No,
how I agreed to this.
no, it's too late. You can't fix it. You can't fix it. The cat is out of the bag, and the child probably wishes he was out of the bag as well. Let the kid, out of the bag.
Half in the bag. I wish I was in the bag, not out of the bag.
No, stop it, Matt. You're not going in no bag.
Last night at Mr. Tongue's open mic, there was this white guy at the bar, and he was talking to the waitress, Maddie. Everybody tip Maddie before you leave.
Yeah, so, that's a good idea.
I'm remembering to say it now. Should have said it last night. Tip Maddie. So he's saying, yeah. He says, yeah, you know the black guy with the dreads. And then she looks at me, and I'm thinking, I don't even know this fucking guy. He's like, he's talking about the black guy with the dreads. And so she looks at me, and he goes, no, you know, the one I hang with, the black guy I hang with. And he can't remember his black friend who's, you know, who he hangs with. He can't remember his name. He's the black guy with the dreads.
Wow. Speaking of white wives or
dread child support,
I just got an email that says a white wife finds elongation secret from African tribesmen. Watch video. This guy offered his white wife. This guy offered his white wife to American tribesmen as a gift in exchange for the secret manhood elongation ritual, and it worked.
Hanging stones off their cocks in the fucking jungle.
There's a video, but I'm not going to click on the video. It says watch video here. Click. No.
You said that he had to say something as well.
It says, "Be careful. This should be used wisely."
Even mute yourself, man.
I think he should mute us.
Let me read you the disclaimer here. It says,
"Mind dog, kick him out. It's safer for him."
Or mute him.
Yeah,
I muted him.
No, but just in case we're not muted.
Oh.
Is it secret? Is it safe?
You're safe. You're good.
But what, you're going to get fired because we're talking about big dicks in the fucking jungle.
Yeah. No, you're not going to get no, dude. Look, I built a reputation at this. Okay, actually, my brother created this reputation. Like he's just careful, and everywhere I go, they just have this reputation. I can say whatever I want. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that.
Be careful. This technique is this member elongation technique that the tribesman taught this guy in exchange for his white wife. Here, fuck my white wife as long as you tell me how to get my dick bigger. Is what he said.
There's a whole porn category for this, you know. It's just it's advanced cucking.
It says this should be used
right
wisely.
in Africa.
It should be used wisely and with care because it grows your member by 4 to 7 inches in 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, no, that's not true, is it?
Yeah, that sounds like pulling. And it also sounds like a good way to get your penis fractured.
Yeah,
a tractor pull. You know those things where the tractor pull.
No, okay. First of all, things.
Pull.
There's a reason why in nature we grow slowly. Because if we grew really, really fast, we'd be in a lot of pain. Okay, that's why growth takes many, many periods of time.
You want me to go punch Steven in his fucking big fat head because he just keeps talking over you?
No, because I'm not paying attention anyway.
Yeah, but it's hard for the rest of us to pay attention to you when he just goes blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to offer a defense. I think there's probably a delay.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, it's right between those ears.
Wow.
See, no delay there.
Wow.
It's the delay is here, not down here.
I keep forgetting I'm doing stand-up tonight. Look, I've gone back to stand-up after 3 months.
Oh,
where
Steven's having sex and the girl's not feeling anything, there's a slight delay.
In the northern quarter of Manchester.
It's just a slight delay. It's coming. It's coming. It's just a slight delay. You got it yet? You feel it yet? Okay. Give me a minute. 2 minutes. Give me 3. It's coming. It's coming. All right. Yeah, wait a second. It's coming. Slight delay.
Has the show descended into madness yet again?
It goes like objects in the rear appear
My
larger.
dog's looking, going, is this what my life has become?
Yeah, objects in the rear feel larger than they actually are. Get that little mirror on the side. Okay, I'm going.
Just for people know, I could sleep till 11:30 and not have to do it. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this thing up. You guys, I appreciate you guys being here. Well, not Steven. Colin and GD, I appreciate you. Well, I don't appreciate it.
So, where Colin, that's here you drinking less as opposed to like 3 or 4, you're drinking only 2?
Steven, you've never supplied me with the gifts that you were supposed to supply me with. Gifts, when I mean a bag of money, first of all. But at your last job that you quit because you're a quitter, you were supposed to send me a case for my iPhone 8, and you never did.
But I can't find cases for an iPhone 8.
All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm not upgrading. So,
send him a cock sock. He won't know the difference. It's a new iPhone 8.
You could send me an IPA and I wouldn't know the difference. I think we've established that.
Yeah,
we did establish that. Yeah.
You haven't got a phone since 2016, Napo?
No.
Well, this has got surely there's security issues. Come on, you need to upgrade. You don't have to get a new one. Get like a 2-year-old one.
I don't want one.
But you could watch better porn.
I would
Matt,
never
if you like your iPhone 8, get an iPhone SE2. That is the last phone they made with the home button. It's identical to what you have, but it'll have a little bit newer software and more secure.
Carl, he doesn't need a better phone for better porn. What he needs is a better penis so he can enjoy the porn more.
I would never watch porn on a phone. I mean, can you imagine?
Why not?
Can you imagine? I'm just checking to see if I've got the red mark across my face where the phone falls on it. No idea.
I can't even see any images on the phone. I gotta like this and then blow it up. I mean,
okay.
And then it goes out of frame and all. I can't imagine people watching porn on a phone.
I do all the time.
No wonder you go blind. It's not from whacking off too much.
I watch it on DuckDuckGo with a VPN.
Yeah.
And see, what I do is I know my wife's password on her phone, so when she goes to sleep, I get her phone and I watch porn on her phone. So when she wakes up, she goes like, "What the fuck?"
Next time she watches, what the fuck's happened to my algorithm?
Yeah, and I say, "Honey,
Gaping
what have you been
agent
watching?" I said, "What have you been watching? What's this? Big fat asses. Are you like going lesbian on me? What's going on here?
Wow. Big uppity asses. What is this?
Big fat asses.
See, God didn't make big fat asses.
Now Matt Napo needs his glasses just to see
the big fat asses.
All right. Say something bad about Trump before we say goodbye.
Just don't deport who you want. Just don't deport fat ass Latinas. Am I right, guys? Is that how you talk over that? Right. We've seen the memes.
Leave J-Lo alone.
Trump's a pedophile.
That's right. Leave J-Lo alone.
You know, I got a friend who I want to say used to be a brother, who had a Latina fetish, but he's for deporting Latinos. It's like that's weird. He's going to deport all the people you're jerking off to. What are you going to do then?
No sense.
It doesn't make.
Well, but he's what 9 years older than you, so he's probably not having sex anymore. So he's probably going to get the same satisfaction over his phone. Watching him from Europe or wherever. Masturbation is, he's at that point where he's just masturbating anyway.
He probably didn't even know that
I know. Don't even want to picture your brother masturbating.
He probably doesn't even know that I know that he has a Latina fetish. But there was a time when I bought a new computer for my mother, and she called me up and she said it wasn't working. They were living in the same house. He had an apartment downstairs, and she had the apartment upstairs. I bought her a computer. I went over to fix a computer and I saw all this Latina porn. I was like, Mom, what are you
Mom, you little skank whore.
Mom, you little nasty.
I mean it in the best way.
That's when Matt discovered the phrase, you little skank whore.
Yeah. Latina women and Russian women are built like cockroaches. I mean it in the best way. They'll survive. They'll always be back.
So if you're in the Raleigh-Durham area, just spread the word that my ex-brother is a Latina porn fetish guy. I've outed him now, and I feel better about it. That's a show. Let's get out of here. How about that? You want to get out of here?
To quote Donald Trump,
bag of money.
Just don't talk about Jeffrey Epstein.
All right, bag of money, Steven. Bag of money and iPhone case. A new iPhone case.
And what about?
We'll send you a cock sock. You'll never know the difference.
How about we just turn on the radio?
me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.